Yo, what's up, everybody? I am in Austin. How did I get here? I was in my hometown earlier, and I was on Left Eye Ego's horror award stream. And you know what? I got a wild hair up my ass and decided I'm going to go all the way to Austin for various reasons I will get into. And now I'm here. Made it here at 12:15. Started the show up, and here we go. Right on time, actually. No explosions, no crashes, no fights. I'm here. Everything's going according to plan. We got quite a show for you guys, and when I say that, I mean I haven't really done anything. I haven't planned anything. We're going to completely wing it tonight. I don't know. This should be done no later than 4:30 in the morning, because I've got to take Megan to the airport. That's right. I decided to come out here and give her a ride, stay in her house for a couple of days, and also go to San Antonio on Wednesday. There is a nerd meetup this Wednesday in San Antonio, and I decided, what the hell, I'm going. We've got Devastator here, Practical Effects Eternal. They are eternal. We got John Richards here, Balfour, Dudicus, Black Lives or Black Hats. You guys are all here. Hell yeah. And I got some of you dudes here in the panel. So why don't we go ahead and play some of you all in. Let's start with the man on the road, also on the road. Where is his little video? He loves it. It's right here.
Riding on the wings of destruction, a toxic presence, a lord of corruption, polluting the ocean, spreading decay, the tops turning black, going in the rain, searing through the sand.
I've got balls of steel.
What's up? LT, you sleeping?
I was, and then I got your message, and I was like, fuck it, I'll just get on, whatever.
I told you I was gonna get here around midnight. Started the show at 12:30. I figured, because why not? But I'm glad you're here. You made it. Where are you exactly? You're at a rest stop somewhere in the middle of nowhere.
In the middle of Georgia. I'm in Georgia right now.
So are you on your computer in your car right now?
Yes.
Using your phone as a hotspot?
That's wow. What are you looking?
Well, I mean, I figured you don't. I figured you don't have Wi-Fi out there. I mean,
yeah, no
cool. As long as it doesn't make your bill exponentially explode. Oh, look at you sleeping in the back of your car. What kind of car do you have anyway?
I have a Ford Focus hatchback SE.
Oh, okay, so you got some room in there. Yeah, that's something I always think of when I get a car. It's like, hey, can I haul?
Yeah, exactly.
I have to sleep in here or buy a new fridge or something. Can I get it myself?
Right. Is it good on gas, and can I sleep in it if me and the girlfriend break up? Yada yada yada. Yep.
Yada yada. All right. Well, who else we got in here tonight on this late witching hour stream? We've got this fella.
There's a man on the internet. There's a man on the internet. Just some random guy I met years ago. There's a man on the internet. Fortunately, there's a dark side to this person. There's a man on the internet. He's addicted to drama. There's a man on the.
You're not addicted to drama, though, right, John?
I'd like to think I'm not, but then again, today I did evidently make somebody decide that they wanted to up and leave the Discord because.
Oh, no. Really? What happened?
Yeah. All right. So we had a person who has just been randomly posting to other people's creator channels willy nilly, and so this has happened 3 times in the course of the last few days. And so today, third time, was just like, hey, you need to move this. There's a channel specifically for self promotion, and they decided that the best thing to do was tell me that I was kind of coming off too harshly at them.
I don't like these rules in the Discord server, man.
Right. And so
Discord in the Discord.
Right. And so I tried to politely at that point in time, send him a DM basically saying, hey, number one, maybe you should ask questions about stuff you don't understand before you just start kind of taking it upon yourself to do whatever. Number two, this is my Discord. Maybe this is not wise to just start talking back to me on the main channel. And then I just
Yeah.
kind of equated it to the whole thing about, you don't walk into someone's house, go into their kitchen, open their fridge, and start drinking beer without asking.
I mean, you could go plug your shit in my stupid channel on the Discord. I don't care. I mean, it's whatever.
Yeah. Well, no, like, well, it was more just kind of like the fact that it was like the third time, and it was like, dude,
Was
like,
he plugging
like,
something cool or was it lame? I mean, that's
no, it's just like it's just his channel stuff, and like the first time that happened, I didn't even want to like make a big deal about it because it's like, again, like people don't know these things, but it's like becoming a habit, and so I was just like, hey man, like there's like a channel for this, if that's cool, like
Gooch is here.
not to step on your dick by like saying, hey, like I think you're the coolest person in the world or anything, and so like I was leaving it at that, and he just decided at that point in time, because I had kind of said to him, hey, maybe like you're the one who's kind of like being kind of offensive, not me, like, and he decided that the best thing to do was to just leave the Discord. So these things happen. So I guess like I said, I like to think that I'm not a drama starter, but I mean
I don't
out of
know.
100,
You sound like a tyrant to me. I don't know.
Addicted to drama.
Yep. So
This
but,
is a guy
one
that
out
is
of 180
also
people. So
this guy's addicted to drama at his place of work as well. Let's see here.
Hey, dude.
It's a little wild and a little strange when you make your home out on the range. Start your horse and come along, but you can't get it right if you can't hold on. Singing, yippee-ki-yay,
Yippee-ki-yay, what?
Dudicus, how you doing?
I'm alive.
You got any fun stories from the liquor store today?
I almost snapped at some people since everyone kept fucking asking, hey, you got the game on? I'm like, when have you ever seen me have sports on the television?
What were they going to do? Hang out in the liquor store?
Yeah, this isn't a hangout spot. Yeah, you come, you buy your booze, and you leave.
Just get your 15 shooters of fucking random shit and get out.
Get out. I hear you.
Did that guy ever
Hire
come back
Pink
for his
Whitney.
missing six
Get the
packs?
fuck out.
Yeah.
What's up?
I said, that dude ever come back for all of his missing six packs, or like
I don't know.
Not my problem.
No,
Right.
fuck him.
Well, Dudicus has been joining in on a lot of the Wii watches, especially this big Goosebumps stream I've got. Not stream, but this big Goosebumps marathon video I've got planned. I think right now it's about 3 or 4 hours long. It might be longer by Halloween, but it'll premiere at the stroke of midnight on Halloween. So I guess Thursday at midnight, next Thursday at midnight, it'll be playing. So we'll see how long it is. I think I've got quite a few episodes. Sammy joined us last night and fell asleep on brand.
What?
So there will be an episode with some Sammy snores on there, which is always a treat.
But I don't want Sammy snores. I want answers. Ugh.
Yeah.
Sammy snores are comforting, though. It's like just like like when it's like that like the temperature we're at right now. You don't want like too thick of a blanket, but you just kind of want like a nice little sheet to like have a little bit of comfort so you can get.
It's like when your apartment's right next to a train tracks. You know, that's kind of what it's like. It's very nice. It can be troublesome at first, but once you get used to it, lulls you right to sleep. Yeah. Sammy snores are the chainsaw of ASMR. That's right. Gord King, I did send you the link. And also, you guys, if you are in John's Discord, there is a link to join the stream in my little sub channel thingy. So yeah, other than that, yeah, like I said, I just randomly came down here for a couple of reasons. Megan randomly going to go to Boston at 4:30 in the morning.
Wow.
We'll hit the road around then. So the stream will be wrapping up by then. I probably have to wake her up at 3:30. But yeah, I don't know. I just randomly got this hair up my ass. I was like, you know what? I don't really trust her to get there on her own. Also, there is apparently a Nerdrotic meetup in San Antonio this Wednesday.
Nice.
And I'm thinking I'm going. I did reserve a ticket a while back. I kind of forgot about it. It's free. It's at some chicken joint or something. So yeah, I might go there and meet some nerds. I don't know if Abomination AJ plans on going. I know he's in the area. I don't know if Boosh is going. I mean, he's in Houston. But yeah, randomly just decided I should go there and enjoy the smells. See what these people smell like.
Randomly just get on the road and go down to wherever you want to go, like North Carolina or Florida or whatever.
Yeah,
Georgia.
go help people with hurricane damage like you did.
Yeah,
Yeah, nice.
yeah.
It's good to get out of the joint. And the thing is, I will be back in time for my birthday, which is next Thursday. And Mother's birthday's on Friday, so I'll be back home by then, so we can go out to eat, me and Mom, and also be on Nadia's horror stream.
You gonna do a birthday stream like or
Probably. I might.
Yeah.
I might. We'll see. I probably do a Stupenzo cast here in Meg's house tomorrow after MMM. That'll be fun. But have you guys ever been to any of these like Nerdrotic or Geeks and Gamers meetups? I know there's a big one in Vegas, April, that everyone's planning on going to. But
so is that like Nerdrotic, the YouTuber Nerdrotic?
yes,
Yeah. Gary.
Fandom Menace meetups. Yeah. I apparently a lot of people went to the Vegas one last year, so that should be fun.
I wasn't aware that was the thing.
Oh, Gord King is sick and doesn't have a voice. Bummer.
Oh
Well,
No.
well, you're here in spirit,
Gord
good
King,
friend.
you want me to stop by Tennessee on my way back to Kansas and bring you some soup?
He's not in Tennessee. You're close.
Where's he at?
He's Kentuckian, right? Kentucky
you want me
Derby boy.
Gord King, do you want me to stop by Kentucky on my way to Kansas and bring you some soup?
As long as it's not pumpkin soup, right?
I don't, that's an abomination.
I mean, it could be like the adrenochrome, though. It might actually give him more strength to drink the blood of his people, you know?
Right.
Oh.
Could be.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. As far as stuff going on this week, this month, this evening. I was just on Ego's stream earlier today.
Yeah, I
doing these
watched it.
horror movie awards, which was pretty fun.
Yeah, I gave you I give a shout out in the chat.
saw
I'm
that.
like, yeah, Stupenzo rules, and then he immediately shits the bed. I don't read books. Stephen King sucks. I'm like, oh, okay. Well,
Joking. Even it's like books are for nerds. I want my books that have soundtracks and all that stuff. No reading. It's funny because I do plenty of reading in movies because I've always got subtitles on. It's just a comforting blanket. As far as stuff I've been watching, burning through horror movies for Nadia's 2024 horror tier stream, and we're getting at the bottom of the barrel. I watched all the good ones already, I think. So I tried to watch Mousetrap, and it was one of the few movies that I avoided. The Mickey Mouse Steamboat Willie. It's basically a guy in a Steamboat Willie mask killing people in some kind of arcade. What's the place? Gamer Busters, Dave and Buster's type area. That's the kind of place where it's set at, and it's a bunch of teenagers getting murdered. It's not good. I still might try to finish it.
Good old Charles Entertainment Cheese.
Yeah. Chuck E. Cheese is not as cool as like we had Peter Piper Pizza in El Paso. And the cool thing about Peter Piper Pizza, A, the pizza's better. And B, you can get pitchers of beer. I don't know. Does Chuck E. Cheese sell beer?
I don't know.
Okay,
No,
right. That was like a big
family thing.
Yeah, that's a big
When
problem.
I was too young to drink. I was only like 7. I couldn't drink until I was at least 12.
But see, that's why the parents were like, "No, we're not going to Chuck E. Cheese. We're going to Peter Piper." Because you guys can play, you're done. And also, that's the other thing is Peter Piper. I don't remember Peter Piper. Peter Piper had like the Mortal Kombats and the R-rated games, whereas Chuck E. Cheese kind of frowned upon those violent video games.
Oh, but they'd have a big rat up on stage, but that's okay.
Don't touch the rat.
Yeah, I said that on a previous stream a while back. Like, it's pretty bold to have your restaurant mascot be a fucking rat. Like that says a lot about the quality of the food here. And I guess it's because rats like cheese, but I'm sure there's plenty of other animals that like cheese. I mean, dogs like cheese, don't they? And
yeah, totally. Yeah. Most people generally give their meds to dogs and cheese. So yeah,
dude, the best is like Megan's dog, Rufus. He's not here right now. He's like got a dog sitter, but dude, he's smart enough to where he knows when the medicine's in the treat, and he'll like eat the treat and then spit out the pill. So it's to the point where you have to take the pill and just shove it down the back of his throat and make him swallow it. So
right,
it's his fault that we have to do that.
Hey, who won the poll or the contest, whatever you call it on Egos? I missed the tail end of it because I was grabbing dinner.
Okay, so I don't want to spoil too much, but yeah, we had I presented best possession, which obviously Linda Blair won from The Exorcist, obviously.
Right.
I don't know who came in second, third, fourth, and fifth place. But best jump scare was surprisingly Pet Cemetery when the little boy slashes Herman Munster's ankle.
What were the choices?
So for me, best possession was your favorite Annie from Hereditary, Reagan from Exorcist, Kat from Blackcoat's Daughter, and the other
Ooh,
two were
that's a good one.
the other two was Mia from the Evil Dead remake, which I thought was pretty good because she was like going through heroin withdrawals. That was a nice little twist on the possession. And then the final one was I can't remember. Drawing a blank. I know I wanted Jonah Hill from This Is the End for honorable mention, but I don't remember.
I would have done Fallen, put Fallen in there somewhere.
Fallen was good, except yeah, I mean, the thing about Fallen is it's like everyone gets possessed in that one. The ghost just kind of goes around. Elias Koteas going around. That was a good one. But as far as best jump scare, it was like The Ring, Exorcist, The Spider Walk, which I didn't really think is a good jump scare. Exorcist 3. Exorcist 3 has the best jump scare of all time, and that did get nominated, which I thought was
that's where I was leading. I was like, you had to, because I posted that in the group. I was the question of the day the other day.
Yeah. Yeah, it was one of those things where I remember in the chat, me and Gord were like, dude, Exorcist 3 has the best jump scare.
Yeah.
It is so scary. But I'll say,
even if you know it's coming, it's still fucking scary as shit.
Yeah, the one I voted for was Candyman, because it was a very effective jump scare, but just like Pet Sematary and Candyman, I don't like it when the jump scare is like, boo, oh, it's nothing. You know, like Smile was a big one where the girl goes up to the door, knocks on the window, and
but that was literally the only thing in that movie, and that was in the trailer.
It was in the trailer, but also when you watch the whole scene, you realize like, oh, scary neck bendy, and then you cut to the external shot of the car, and you realize she's not there. It's all in her head, and it's like, oh, everything's safe. I like it when the jump scare kicks off a scary scene. You know, like boom, jump scare. Now run for your life. Now the terror has just started, which is kind of the Candyman scene. That was good. The other ones, best makeup, best effects. I think that was the Thing that won, obviously, with American Werewolf coming in second. American Werewolf in London, obviously, the transformation scene got a standing ovation. Rick Baker did the effects, and that movie created the Oscar for best makeup. Like they created that awards category just for that movie.
I didn't know that.
The scene still holds up, even decades later.
Totally. But the Thing, dude, Rob Bottin drove himself crazy almost making those monsters. You know, he was sleep deprived, malnourished, had a bleeding ulcer. It was pretty. That's pretty.
And magic was made.
Dedication to the craft with corn syrup and Vaseline and a whole lot of rubber.
Speaking of dedication to the craft, fucking Dudicus on like jumping on all these streams lately. You've been a busy guy, my little YouTuber over here, and had time to make one of the best thumbnail cover art thingies for our show. Good job,
dude.
Man.
Drawn digitally, man. It's a game changer. What streams you been on lately, Dudicus? I know you've been jumping on a lot of the Wii watches in the Discord.
It's mostly been that.
Okay. Yeah.
We had it.
Darth Marenghi with Luke, and then we did Highlander from Daytona. Well, I was in Daytona, and we got to see a mentally challenged immortal get decapitated. So that was pretty dope.
Sent Adam the link, by the way, just now. Let's see here. Yeah, don't get all butthurt. I'm doing like 10 things at once right now. As far as other stuff going on, this who's ready for Scorpio season? That kicks off in 2 days. I'm ready. Best weather, October into November. And I think I am gonna continue like the spooky celebrations until December. November is just such a blah month, you know. I think 1 month isn't enough to be doing the horror stuff, you know, the spooky season. You gotta dedicate a whole season to it, practically.
Well, I mean, I think it was made canon with the Nightmare Before Christmas that these things extend well beyond just Halloween.
Yeah, it's a good middle point, you know. And then Christmas, I think we're gonna go to what are we gonna try to do? I want to try to do a big Denzel Washington stream around Christmas. Talk about all his movies, kind of like we did Tom Cruise, because that's his birthday around that time. And then also Nicolas Cage. All the Wii watches are going to be Nicolas Cage related. I think also the Christmas Wii watch will be hopefully Bram Stoker's Dracula, is what I'm hoping to get done. And then also hopefully have a Renfield video out around that time as well to capitalize off the Nosferatu. I won't be doing a Nosferatu review. We'll probably just be talking about it on the show. I'm realizing reviews aren't my bag. I just, unless I can just crank one out in 10 minutes after I watch the movie, I'm not going to be, dedicating a whole lot of time to the reviews. I'm already streaming on about them, talking about them. So if anything, just take a clip from the stream, call that a video. But I'm also thinking, Matt, maybe next year, start a second channel and just do the really like try to milk the algorithm. Like just do some of the old videos we've done WeWatches on and just kind of do 10-minute summaries on what the hell kind of weird ass movies we're watching. Cause I get it. Not everyone wants to watch a 90-minute bullshit movie with me and my friends farting in the microphone over it. But we have fun doing it, damn it. And I'm never going to stop. Never going to stop.
Losers Lounge popped up in my algorithm today while I was scrolling through YouTube for something to listen to while I was driving. Like me and Blue Collar's first video, They Live, which we did last year. That popped up. I was like, "Whoa, man, look at this!"
Was that about around this time, October?
Yeah.
Wow.
We started in spooky season. We did They Live, and then the next one was you joined us, and we did vampires.
Oh, right. Wow. Yeah, the John Carpenter kick, and then I think after that we were just like, let's keep doing it. How is Blue Collar? I hope he's sleeping right now. That's what
he was on today on. Unfortunately, I couldn't be on it because I was driving on the Shield. Sounded tired as usual.
Dude, last week I saw him on the Shield. He looked like he was like a zombie, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he's sleep because he's always on. If you're on his Instagram, he's always on. He's out at the bars and he's like going out all the time and shit, which I can relate to. I went and did midget wrestling last night in West Palm Beach, Florida, with some of my couple of my prison friends invited me out, and we went and watched midget wrestling at Renegades and just got slammered drunk, bad. Somebody wound up peeing in my pants last night while I was passed out on the floor.
What a bastard! I hate those people.
Find out who did that. He's always just tired.
Blue Collar spending all his extra money he's getting from his work at the bar.
Yeah,
like a good spender.
Yeah,
dude, a kiss. I mean, you guys do karaoke? I mean, I never really ask you guys.
I do
karaoke.
I love karaoke.
From time to time. I haven't in like a long years, but back during art school days, I answered it the other night. Like, I'm a sucker for like, singing some Journey when I'm drinking.
Don't stop believing.
Exactly. That is the
song. Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, I don't know, man. Karaoke is just my jam. It's funny because I said I was going to do a big karaoke stream once I got to 500 subs. And I swear I've gained 50 subs since then, but I've also lost 50 subs since then. I keep like plateauing around 452. I'll get a few more, and then I'll get a few taken away, and then I'll get a few more, and then I'll get a few more taken away. That's been the thing for the past like 2 months, I think. So it's
they're ratcheting you. Yeah, they're just like keeping you, you might be one of those people who like,
yeah, but I mean, percentage wise,
you're allowed.
I mean, percentage-wise, I'm getting pretty good views on how many subs I have.
I mean, you do have good engagement. I found out this week that if you don't have proper engagement, the FFS Discord tracker doesn't work for your channel. So, you're good enough that like it works.
It's just one of those things where I'm a creature of habit, and I just got so used to cranking out these movies every Wednesday. But yeah, next month, for December, we will pivot back to more edited WeWatches. We got, what do we got coming up? Bangkok Dangerous next, The Wicker Man, and then hopefully Bram Stoker's Dracula. And then, January, we'll kick back off. I think we'll go right out with the one that me and Toxic and Northern English Bastard watched that I didn't have time to put out, which was Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man.
Ooh,
so that'll be
movie.
fun. That was a fun, stupid movie.
Yeah. You know what's holding you back? Can I be brutally honest with you?
Yes.
Yes. It's the lack of the Renfield video.
True.
The Renfield video never coming out. That's what's keeping it below 500.
Well, here's what's going to be funny is, it's like the Weirwex video I made when I was in school. It's like an animated storyboard I did for a school project. And I still get people in my comments like, when are you doing another Werex video? It's been 10 years, bro. And I'm like, well, dude, if I haven't made one now, probably not going to make another one. But I was like, you know what? If the AI movie stuff is getting better, maybe I'll shit one out, a little 2-minute little video around Halloween. We'll see. But the point is,
you should
if
get somebody to, like, when you do karaoke, you go to a bar, right? You should get somebody to take your phone and live stream that. And just live stream it like via your phone, like the old school way, and just live stream you doing karaoke.
it'll sound like trash. The 420 sub I did with the karaoke party. That was fun. It was just streaming
That
on
was fun.
StreamYard.
Yeah,
So,
that's
you
fun.
know, we'll probably just do that again if I ever get to 500 subs. That's funny, is though I do have the watch hours though, so that's funny.
Yeah.
Because I've got so many hours and hours of videos. I will say the cool thing about my channel, perennial videos. I've got the evergreen videos. I'm rewatching the Schlocktober videos from last year. They're still hilarious. They hold up. And they're good to fall asleep to, especially if you like boring old movies to fall asleep to. It's very good for that. It's also good to pump on while you're doing the dishes or whatever. Yeah, they're fun videos. You know, the live streams, not so much. Some of them, you know, the specialized videos, the freaking stream, the Tom Cruise stream, the breaking down a certain movie stream, those are always fun. Whenever, any time of year. But as far as like, yeah, let's do the stream, talk about the weekly topics. You got to be here for this. You know, you got to be here, watch them within a week or so. They're fun.
Make little clips from them, and
I was doing that for a while. But it's just one of those things where I have a job. You know what I mean? I'm not doing the thing. I like my job. I want to keep my job, and you know, I like working. And I like doing YouTube for fun. I'm not over here. You know, I'm not a dock worker who's like, you know, I want to quit dock working so I could just do the YouTube. I want YouTube to pay my bills. I don't really give a shit about that. You know, and nothing wrong to, you know, it's definitely a good way to make money. I mean, hell yeah. I mean, if you can quit your job, do a YouTube by all means. But me, it's like, I'm way better at my actual job. Have fun doing it. What do I have to do this week while I'm here? I got to make a couple logos. Those are fun, especially for DJs, because sometimes you get a DJ, it's like, here's your logo. And they're like, that's great. And sometimes they just have a vision and they don't want to tell you about it. They can't even communicate their vision. So it's a lot of back and forth. Those are fun because you get paid more, you know? So it's like, okay. But yeah, I'll probably be cranking out some of those while I'm here the next couple days. Also editing those Nick Cage videos that me and Gord got recorded a while back. So yeah. Now, in case you're wondering, I am fidgeting with my screen this whole time, trying to get this fucking laptop screen alive. So yeah, I'm doing that. But as far as what else you guys been doing this whole week since last episode, having fun?
Yeah. I am a panelist on a couple different channels these days. So like YouTube is slowly consuming the mainstay of my week. I'm like streaming at least 14 hours.
Yeah,
if not more. So yeah. But like what's really been interesting is like I'm a part of like a Doctor Who series now, early in the morning on Sundays, which you know, so now I get to like start watching Doctor Who again.
What Doctor Who's are you watching? New ones or old ones? Or
old. We are like in a couple of weeks. I'm gonna have to start watching the Jodie era though, or it's like I was joking. Yeah. So I mean, like, you know, hey, you can't have the good without the bad. But at
yeah,
least,
you can.
Like,
you totally.
Well,
can.
I mean, you can, but you know, like to do it proper, like. I mean, we're starting off right. At least for me, like you know, it's been doing like the spooky episodes and whatnot because spooky season. And then I found myself yesterday like watching like a 6-hour marathon of like, you know, just random YouTube stuff, or not YouTube, but Doctor Who episodes, because you know, like you actually start to kind of get the feel for like, oh yeah, I used to enjoy doing this just like all the time, like just watching Doctor Who for like an entire day. So yeah, like that's been nice. But I do have to face down Jodie here in like the next few weeks, so that's going to be a little bit of a poison pill to swallow. But you know, it'll be one of those things to kind of remind people as to why they never need to watch these things. So you know,
yeah, Well,
It-
I've been
it is what it
watching
is.
burning through the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror episodes.
Mhm.
There's one per season, and the first 10, awesome. And then after the
Yeah.
10th one, start dipping in quality.
Did
I'm
they
now
do? Did they do one for every single season?
well, the first season does not have one. And I don't know about some of these later seasons, but I'm now around like season 19, and that means I still have like 20 more to go almost. But yeah, it's definitely like getting pretty bad. But I can't imagine how bad the newest ones are. I'm dreading it. But
Yeah.
I love to watch the terrible stuff and report back to y'all. But also shout out to Jamalama who's here. Also Anime Night. Yeah, Adam Gray, feel free to pop in. Same thing with Gooch. If you're still awake, I know you guys got work in the morning. Boosh, everybody, you guys know where the links are. They're hidden on the internet in special rooms and windows and servers and what have you. But yeah, there are no cool kid table here on this show. If you guys want the link, I mean, please pop in. Unless your mic sounds like ass or whatever, I mean, you're more than welcome to come in here and hang out.
Something keeping to me was
like
kind of apparent that this
homeless
is not the cool
vagabond.
kids. Yeah.
Sorry, both of you one at a time. Yeah.
Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, Toxic saying, yeah. I mean, your headset mic sounds pretty good, and you got some pretty good service out where you're at. As long as it doesn't, like I say, explode your cell phone bill, then if you got unlimited.
I got
unlimited data.
5G.
You're good. Yeah, that was something that that was something that was like there was a novelty to that, like charging people for data. But now in the age of Netflix, once they said, hey, we're not going to bill you for data for Netflix because you watch one Netflix movie and that's like several gigs of data, and people were like, what the hell? Why is my bill so huge? I watched one Netflix movie. So they stopped doing that. And if you're going to do that, you might as well do it for all the websites. So that's good that those days are kind of winding up behind us.
Are you planning on we're looking at Werewolf again? Any other episodes, or was it like a one and done? Just looking at the pilot, that one because you had the wild hair up your ass.
Not at least not for October or November. But yeah, maybe later. Because I don't see any reason why not to. Because that movie pilot was fun. But yeah, as far as the stuff I got coming up this month for the rest of the month, I think this week is going to be Chopping Mall, which is great. I think Dudicus and Queef watched that with me. And then the week after that is going to be The Monster Club, which I finally watched, and that was a really bad movie. And it's got Vincent Price and John Carradine and Donald Pleasance, and it's a horror anthology from the 80s. And it's one of those movies you got to see to believe. You're like the Monster Squad's good. I'm like, no, the Monster Club. It's a club full of monsters.
Maybe June's like a good month to watch werewolf movies because it's all about transitioning and all that.
Well, you guys have heard. Have you guys heard Ethan Van Sciver's theory about werewolves and vampires? This is actually pretty good. Like during the pop culture movements, every once in a while, there's like ebb and flows where, like, basically what he's noticed is whenever Democrats are in power, you get a lot of vampire and alien movies, and when conservatives get in power, you start getting more werewolf and zombie movies. And I feel like because there's a whole lot of werewolf movies coming out, I think there's a pivot. Obviously, Nosferatu's coming out at the end of the month, and we just had the Bradleys, which was not that great. It was all right. We'll talk about that in the horror stream. But I think those are the last vampire movies of the year. And then all this, upcoming next year and this year, we got werewolves with Frank Grillo. That looks like a big steaming pile of fun. It's like The Purge, but with werewolves. A supermoon shows up and everyone turns into werewolves. And then a year later, we're getting another supermoon. So everyone's preparing, that sounds so stupid. It might be awesome. And then there's also The Wolfman, which I'm very, very not interested in anymore because it all takes place in one night, which is stupid. Right. The idea that, okay, you got a werewolf attacking you and you survive, and then you turn into a werewolf like an hour later. I don't like that. You got to turn into a werewolf the next full moon, not,
yeah, I mean, like, you really just like there's no apprehension there. There's no like, oh, I'm losing myself to this thing, or,
So we'll see. And also, Nadia actually did see a early screening for that, like a test audience screening, and she said it was bad. She did sign some NDA, but I didn't sign an NDA. So I mean, she didn't go into any details other than it's not good, and if they didn't change much, it's going to be real bad. And we were all making fun of the design of the Wolfman a few weeks back, where he looks like the questioner guy from Monty Python's Holy Grail, the bridge guy. That's what the
Right,
Wolfman looks like in this new one. But also, what's up with the copyright issue with like it's like 2 words this time, Wolfman. I feel like that's some more copyright buffoonery. But from the director of the
I saw the
Invisible Man.
preview. I went to the movies to kill some time before I went out with my friends yesterday, and I saw Saturday Night, which was really good, by the way.
The Saturday Night Live movie?
Yeah, and I saw the preview. I was excited to see what's her name from Ozark was in it, and then the preview looks like shit.
I'm also shocked that like she's in it, right? But I'm shocked that she's playing the mother / wife.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
really
like,
buy that. I mean, I'm sure
needs to. Yeah.
I'm sure she is old enough, but she just still looks like Ruthie. You know what I mean? Like I can't get around that with her.
Yeah.
So, you know.
That is the great part about the werewolf, though. It's like, you know, if you have a wife and child and you turn into a werewolf, they are not safe. You know, like you will rip them to shreds. It's kind of like the Shining. You know, like you got your husband chasing after you with an axe, getting ready to kill you. You know, that's like a whole nother level of horror. The werewolf is the same level. Like, get away from me, run. You know, that's so great. So I mean, like I said, I'm not holding my breath, but the fact that we are getting more werewolf movies is good. And also we got 28 years later coming up. So like I'm saying, I'm thinking Hollywood is signaling that the conservatives are going to take over. Not that that's a good thing necessarily. It's just, I mean, it is now, but you know,
comparatively,
I don't even consider Donald Trump really a conservative as much as he is. I mean, he's the MAGA party, you know. We got rhinos and the left-wing people. It's bad, dude. It's bad out there. And yeah, the politics stuff, man. I'm glad that Obama is allowing Kamala to self-implode before I don't know what the plan is. What do you guys think the plan is? I mean,
you know what I think.
Yeah, we know what you think. I mean, I'm starting to think let Trump win the election, and then sometime between November and January, before he gets signed in, you know, fire off some nukes or you know, do something.
That's kind of where I think it's at.
I'm thinking they're starting to realize they can't cheat at this point, or you know, there's got to be something going on. Damn this screen. As far as what are some other good horror movies you guys have been watching, or movies in general? I mean, so you said Saturday Night was pretty good.
Oh, it was so good. It was. You will really like that. Actually, you'll really like that. You're a Saturday Night Live fan, right?
I loved the Phil Hartman seasons. You know, when Phil Hartman was on it, that was peak for me.
I'm a big fan of the early Saturday Night. I used to watch it with my dad.
Stuff,
yeah, and just watching these guys, like they got that heartthrob kid that was in the Teen Wolf show, actually, coincidentally, Dylan O'Brien or whatever, playing Dan Aykroyd. I mean, Jesus, dude, he just channels Dan Aykroyd. I could and then all the stuff that they went through to get that show on the air, especially that first night. If I have any complaints at all, I would say it's maybe a little too much going on. It's like go, and they don't really have time to calm down. And if they were going to commit to that, because it's like 90 minutes, you know, the start of the show is like, they have 90 minutes before the first show airs. But the movie itself's like an hour and 24 or whatever. So they should have just done it in 90 minutes in real time if they were going to commit to that like go thing. And they doubled down on showing how much of an asshole Chevy Chase was back in the day and things like that. So it was. I mean, I'm going to spoil it. I want you guys to watch it. It was really good because I don't know. I was the only one in the theater, so I don't know if it's doing well.
Dope. Yeah, I mean, I love this idea, you know, the 70s, this time where like these comedians were starting to like, you know, kind of be more like rock stars, you know, with groupies and drugs and partying. It was just the 70s, man. They were wild. Everyone was letting loose, getting cut, getting tore up.
Even the people that didn't look like the people they were playing, you knew who they were doing. Like the Lorne Michaels, Gilda Radner, Jane Curtin, all those people. You're just like, yep, that's that person for sure. So,
the vibes right.
Oh, it's everything. Yeah, the vibes. They get the vibes right.
Jan
yeah,
Alama
no.
saying he loved the Penguin episode this week.
Yeah, that was good too. Yeah, that was good. I missed that stream too. I have missed a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Doing the garbage.
Humanitarian. You're doing
Yeah,
humanitarian
true.
aid, dude.
Well,
We're
I mean,
not gonna.
I did get paid. I didn't do it out of my
Well,
own.
that's cool. That's good that you're getting paid. Like, how do you line up a gig like that?
I work for this temp service that usually gives me security jobs.
All right, sweet.
But I asked if they had anything for the
Dope.
for the hurricane. So
Dope. And how's that been going so far? Are things getting better? Are they letting in the supplies now? Is this FEMA doing their fucking job finally?
no, FEMA's terrible. Actually,
I was gonna say FEMA's job is to prevent people from helping. I thought.
Yeah, FEMA sucks. I've been getting a lot of views on my little travel log videos. And then like they sent like one FEMA truck to Daytona Beach and to pick up tree debris and stuff like that. And the guy was just drunk off of his ass.
Awesome.
And just like the claw grabber thing to pick. He's like knocking down more trees than he's picking up off of the ground. And
heavy machinery, dude.
I made a video of it and I'm like mocking with the claw voice, like the claw will.
The claw.
Yeah. So yeah, it was bad. Like but I mean the city was doing great and it's like MAGA country over there in that area in Daytona. So
well, that's why they fired up that HART machine and had the hurricane flood the area. No, just kidding.
But yeah, they asked me to stay on for another week. I'm like, nah, I got to get back to Kansas. I'm so sorry. This is all I got. But I did have time to knock out a Highlander episode with Dudicus at the condo that my son has down there. And but yeah, everything else I've been missing. I missed the Shield. I missed man, I missed just about everything this week. But I'll be back on doing more. I mean, I did have time. Me and you did the werewolf thing, but
yeah, and you've been here making appearances on the Sunday shows, so that's cool.
Yeah, and, as much as I can.
It's funny how this worked out because 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 I was going to be on the awards show today, horror awards show. I was like, well, instead of doing a 3-hour stream from 7 to 10, I might as well just do another post Gooch stream after midnight, and then like literally at 7:30. Talking to Megan, she's like, well, I'm going to be leaving at 4-ish, get an Uber out to the airport, leave the house all alone, no dogs. And I'm just like, yeah, maybe I'll come give you a ride. And then I was like a joke. And then I was like, actually, I could do that.
That's how I went to West Palm Beach yesterday. It was like I was in Daytona getting ready to head back. And one of my buddies was like, hey, man, I see you're in Florida. I've been watching your thing. You want to come down and do midget wrestling? I'll buy you a ticket. And I was like, yeah. So yeah.
Describe the midget wrestling. What were some of the highlights of that?
I worked one of those in Kansas City one time. It's exactly what you think it's going to be. It's just the little guys. In fact, some of them I think were the same guys from Kansas City that I saw before. And
well, they gotta work year round. They can't all work.
Yeah,
they can't all wait till Christmas to be Santa's elves.
Sure.
There's only so many midgets.
They they get on there and try to hype the crowd up, and you got the one little guy going, yeah, you ain't nothing but a bunch of rednecks down here in Daytona or West Palm Beach, Florida. And, and everyone's boo. And then they have the other guy come up and go, I'm from West Palm Beach, Florida, and like attack the guy. And, they throw their little bodies.
Do you have like little midget girls doing the numbers and do they show boobs and stuff?
They had midget girls wrestling.
Hell yeah.
Was it in oil or mud or any kind of?
No, it was just a.
So the midget female wrestlers, would ones in the chat or no?
That'd be a no for me. But...
Oh. So they weren't cute midget girls. I mean, I've seen a few midgets on Instagram. Like, all right, sure, why not? That'd be fun, just for a night,
It creeps me out. No, creeps me out.
Looks like Scraps is a big boy dog. A boy dog. Oh yeah, looks like Scraps.
Looks like Scraps is a boy dog.
Oh man, Red Rocket. Yeah. There's another midget movie with Peter Dinklage and him, and we talked about this Josh Brolin bank robber movie.
Yeah, that looks really stupid. Actually.
Almost watched it out of curiosity, decided not to. Instead, I finished Below Deck. I'm all
Nice.
caught up with it. I don't like this last season. I don't like this new captain. I mean, he seems like a good guy, but he's not, television celebrity like Captain Lee was. And I'm figuring maybe I'll try one of the mini 4 or 5 spin-offs Below Deck has started,
One
yeah.
last thing, I got to drive in one of those Tesla self-driving cars last night. My buddy was like, he got out of prison, married a Brazilian model.
Wow.
So he's definitely.
Did he meet her in prison?
No, he met her on Tinder at like the first month he got out of prison, and she's a real sweetheart. But so they went and got a Tesla self-driving car because I was like, should we get an Uber or something? Like he's like, no, the car drives. He's like turned around in the seat, talking Star Wars shit with me, facing me in the driver's seat. Like he just like completely turned around. The car's just driving down I-95 by itself. I was like,
awesome. Did you feel safe in the car, or?
I did not. And also to the fact that everybody was doing drugs except for me. There's
Right.
like his wife was like, she's like, hey, do you want to do a shot? I'm like, yeah, I really should. I got to get on the road tomorrow. She's like, okay, you want some cocaine? I was like, I do not. She's like, all right, if you want some Molly, one of my friends is coming over. She might, and this is right after I tell her I have a girlfriend. She sees my girlfriend's picture. She's like, I have one of my friends coming over. We're going to do some Molly. Do you want to have sex with her? I was like, I do not. Thank you. What's sweet of you to offer.
Yeah, right. Yeah. What's a little bit of casual, cunnilingus and whatnot between.
She is a total, but she's like the nicest chick. So like everything that she says, in that like kind of Sofia Vergara accent, and she's just a total sweetheart. So and they got a nice situation down there. Yeah. I got to
Here's
stay in the guest
something
bedroom.
Lord Toxic saw on his road trip out here that's kind of horror related. Let's see here. Yeah.
Accurate.
Feel darkness.
The midnight hour is close at hand. Creatures crawling.
How fun. Let's do that again. It's so nice. The video's so nice. We watched it twice almost. Yeah. There could be crackheads out there. You seen any good lot lizards out there, or not good lot lizards?
They seem to have scattered one of the guys in the work crew. I cannot confirm this because I did not see this, but one of the guys in the work crew swears to God that a FEMA truck picked up a bunch of homeless people and loaded them up in a truck. So
cool.
Whatever, make of that what you will.
While you're getting rid of all the trash.
Right.
Just kidding. I'm sorry.
Let's just but yeah.
I mean, at a certain point, like I'm sure, like if you're homeless and like the town you're homeless in gets ruined by floods, it's like you want to be homeless in another city? Be like, might as well.
Yeah.
I got
What's
all
the
my
name of
stuff.
that Gene Hackman movie that I'm not remembering the name of right now, where like it was all about like capturing the homeless people, like and the guys like a medical kind of thing. Yeah,
Unforgiven.
No.
Superman 3.
No,
man, it's just gonna be like just clawing away at the back of my head. Like
French Connection.
I don't know. No, I don't think that's
French Connection 2.
I don't know. Like I'll end up posting it like at some weird hour.
Are you sure it was Gene Hackman?
Extreme Measures?
I could be wrong, but maybe that sounds possible.
Is it Extreme Measures with Hugh Grant? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, they treat homeless people that they're experimenting on. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
And then there's Desperate Measures with Michael Keaton. That one was also
That's
good.
a great one. That is a great movie.
Michael Keaton as a like full-fledged bad guy was great.
Yeah, he does that really well.
Yeah,
good movie.
And
Andy Garcia.
Now this is also some other fun news. Now you guys probably heard about this.
You didn't ask Dudicus what he's got planned.
Dudicus, what do you got planned?
What's up? Sorry, I was staring at titties. What's going on?
Who's titties?
As you do.
None of your business.
Like in real life or on the computer, on the phone? Are you getting messages sent to you?
What part of none of your business did you not understand?
I don't know. I don't know, guys.
I think what Lord Toxic wanted me to talk about was we had an idea to do a a sort of retro rewatch of the 94 version of Stephen King's The Stand.
Yeah.
And that, I
Are you gonna
mean,
watch it all in one go?
no, we're gonna do it in its 4 parts. I think.
Okay,
I think that's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
But the
And
main
just-
thing is Dudicus is going to do it on his channel.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna post actual things there so it can justify existing.
now can you actually live stream, or do you need a certain number of subs before you start live streaming?
Excellent question.
When I started, I thought you needed 100 subs to start
No,
live
you can
streaming.
you can live stream. It just takes 24 hours to kick it into gear.
Okay, cool. That's good to know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good news. My monitor finally turned on after literally 1 hour of fiddling with it.
Why does it look like high noon in there? How much lights does she need on in her fucking place? Jesus.
I turned on the lights. It's because I have this big. I turned on that light over there. I should have turned that off. Yeah, no mood lighting here. No streaming from the void today. These days it's Stephen King's The Sit Down to Pee, says Gord King. That's good. I like that, Gord. You're funny. Today, or not today, a few days ago, there was some controversy, as there always is on the internet. And we had this young lady, Cynthia Arrivo, who is the Wicked Witch from the new Wicked remake, which does not look good, by the way. This seems like the first time we're seeing the. Now I know the Broadway came out a while ago and it's very successful. And from what I hear in the trailer, the music is cool. The music seems better than the Lin-Manuel and Miranda crap. It seems like you got some black girls like just full throated singing. You know, it seems like okay. I like what I'm hearing. I don't like what I'm seeing though. And it seems like the first example where we're like empathizing with the villain, making them sympathetic. They were all misunderstood the whole time. This seemed to be the one that really kicked that trend off in modern day for the ladies. And each trailer I see gets worse and worse. But this is insane. This is the actual poster on the right. You've got Ariana Grande covering her hands. And in case you guys aren't aware, but yeah, some fan decided to make it look more like the Broadway illustrated poster with her eyes in shadow, her little red lips smiling, and the hand covering her face. So basically, both actors are getting their faces obscured. And this is insane, though. If she said, hey, all she had to say is like, this is great, but I prefer the original better because my pretty girls are in it. If she had said literally those words, that would have been fine. But instead, she goes off the rails and says, let me put this right here to remind you and cleanse your palate. This is the wildest, most offensive thing I have seen, equal to that awful AI of us fighting, equal to people posing the question, is your pussy green? None of this is funny. None of it is cute. It degrades me. It degrades us. The original poster is an illustration. I am a real life human being who chose to look right down the barrel of a camera to you, the viewer, because without words, we communicate with our eyes. Our poster,
a high degree of cuntiness.
Poster is homage, not an imitation. To edit my face and hide my eyes is to erase me, and that is just deeply hurtful. Now, that's a bit much, I think. Like I said, if she's just like
way too much,
if you had said, yo, you covered my pretty green eyes, like that would have been okay. Hey, thumbs up for effort. But I took it upon myself to make my own edit. And here it is.
Yours.
Yeah. Now, credit to Ethan Van Sciver pointing out that Eric July's nose kind of looks like a Ninja Turtle. Because I heard that and saw this around the same time. And just like, I mean, this nose is literally green. And yeah, I mean, it's funny because some people saw it and they said it took them a few minutes to understand what they were looking at, like why this is funny. But once you see it,
I saw it immediately and laughed my tits off.
Unsee it. I was proud of myself.
It took me a minute too, but I should have known better as soon as I knew you did it.
I mean, it looks literally like the 1980s toys and the action figures, like the same, like that is literally like Raphael, like entirely.
You know what sucks about this? Cynthia Erivo, she race swapped a major character in The Outsider, which is a Stephen King novel that got turned into an HBO miniseries. It's really good.
Right.
And she race swapped this character, and a lot of people pissed and moan about it. And I don't like that either. But I watched it, I gave it a chance, and it was really good. And she did a really good job. She's really good in Bad Night at the El Royale. She can really sing her ass off. I've actually got that soundtrack on my phone. And it's most of the soundtrack is her songs.
El Royale.
Yeah, Bad Night at the El Royale. Yeah, she's in that. She plays the lounge singer. And you know, I've really liked her up to this point. And then she starts pulling this virtue signaling, whatever the hell you want to call it, indignation crap. And I'm just like, come on, man. Like, really?
This is another thing where, like, why are we giving actors this much control, this much power? I was saying after I saw this original tweet, I think Gord shared it, and I said, dude, if I'm not joking, I'm being serious. If I was one of these guys running one of these major studios, like Universal Pictures in this case, I'd be like, okay, Ariana Grande, you're going to star in the Wicked movie. You're going to get paid millions of dollars, and you're going to be the new Wicked Witch of the North. Great. The catch is, you will not post anything on social media until 6 months after the movie's out.
Yeah.
Right.
Are we clear? If you disagree, you're forfeiting your fucking payment. All right. It's that serious. It's that fucking serious. You will not tweet anything that we do not dictate to you, just for these like months that you're making the movie and a few months after it comes out.
Well, you've said it before. You've said it before, Enzo, where you know, back in the day, Hollywood stars were tolerable because we only really heard from them at like Oscar ceremonies and things
talk
like that.
shows,
like, you know,
night talk
maybe
shows.
the occasional talk
That was
show.
the only time we really got to hear their original
But now
thoughts.
we have this unfiltered just line into like every little random thought that pops in their head. They're on YouTube, they're on Twitter, and they just, you know, and they TikTok, whatever, and they never come off well. You're just like, you know, like Henry Cavill's like the only person that pops up and does something and says something and everybody likes it. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it's like you do the same thing with your real life, like me. Like there's many times where it'd be easy to just like tweet nonsense and drama and start fights with people for no reason. But I'm one of those guys where it's like, nah, I got other stuff to do. You know, seeing people making some inflammatory comment or whatever, and just it's easy to be like, well, actually, but no. It'd be easy to air out dirty laundry on the internet, but no. So, I mean, you know, if I'm not going to do it now, being poor and unknown, why would I do it when I'm rich and famous? That sounds like a nightmare. We've seen it before where, like, you know, a celebrity can do the most minor misdeed, and the public eye will write them off forever. They stop getting work. It's just that simple. It's so easy nowadays. Or you could be like Chris Brown, where you beat up fucking your spouse multiple times and you still have like ladies that adore you for some reason. That's strange when that happens. You never know what the public is going to do. But yeah, this is one of those questions I have where it's like, if you're running Universal, there's two theories. It's two ways this works. It's either someone like told her to write this, or she ran it by them, and the Universal people were like, it's good. This is great. This will get maybe engagement up. People will be talking about the movie. Or she just does this willy-nilly. Or even if some producers knew, there's got to be a producer at Universal who sees this and is like, what the hell? Like, what is this? What's going on? Get on the phone immediately.
The movie is to see her as sympathetic. This doesn't really, you know, work. Like this is, oh no, you are the Wicked Witch. You really are just kind of like, you know, like maybe like, because as you were saying, you know, it's one thing if one night a year you're kind of like a little bit of like, you know, like a cringy cunt about like, you know, your ideals and all this what the hell ever, but the unregulated free tap flowing of so much vitriol and just cuntiness that is just on display by a lot of these Hollywood types these days. Just it's a bit much.
Yeah, and that's the other thing is like, I mean, maybe if you had said this in 2016 or 17, this would have been championed as bold, but we're at the point where even like people who align with this are like, settle down a little. Like, the movie's coming out like right now. The movie's coming out literally next month. You're putting a bad taste in people's mouths, already so soon.
Yeah.
You know,
especially
it was like
since Ariana Grande is like riding a wave of, you know, great vibes after her SNL appearance. You know, everyone's just like, all of her shit is popping off everywhere. and she's supposed to be the unsympathetic one in the movie, and so now everyone's pro Ariana Grande and anti Cynthia Erivo.
Well, one thing I love is like how she says, "You're taking out my face. You're hiding my eyes. You're erasing me." But it's like, even then we're seeing less of Ariana Grande's face.
Right.
She's fine with that. No, yeah, that's fine. I don't mind. I want all eyes on me. I'm the star. I'm the one. I'm the wicked one. It's my movie. Ariana Grande is a way bigger name than you. I'm sorry.
Way bigger.
I mean,
Way
come on.
bigger.
Let's not even joke around with that. And it's not
Right.
it's not a bad thing.
Don't
It's
even joke yourself.
Know your place a little bit and be humble. My God, it's like we all could have been on board. Like that's the thing. Is like if she had been polite, even if she said, "Hey, I don't really like this as much as the original. I like that you can see my eyes." It's just the way you say it. You're coming off as such a "see you next Tuesday" that it's to the point where, like, if this movie bombed and she was nice about it, we'd be like, "Oh, it sucks you were in this shitty movie." But because you act like this, like the general public's like, "Dude, you deserve to fail. I hate you." That's how people get. And
Right.
I'm sure maybe Cynthia's a very nice woman in real life, and she just had an off day. Maybe she had a fucking publicist write that tweet. Who knows?
Well, that's
But
a,
the
you know,
thing
if
is,
they have publicists, how do their publicists allow them? Like, don't they?
Right.
Don't the publicists like get in there? I see so many celebrities doing this shit, and I'm like, where is the publicist to go? Yeah, don't. Let's not do that. We don't need Universal execs losing their shit at us. I mean, I don't know. It's just, especially after watching Saturday Night and how much Lorne Michaels had to struggle just to get his show going on, and so many people like double checking him, and you can't say this, and you shouldn't say that, and all this crap. But now they just, this unfiltered crap coming out of these celebs is just, it's
Yeah.
all sludge. Oh, I was the first action movie star, and they just say these ridiculous things.
Well, here's a question, and I hate talking just box office, or I hate how like that seems to be. It seems like everyone just talks about the plot of the movie, box office, and the budget, and it's like, yeah, but in terms of like successful movies, both critically and commercially, what do you think is going to do better? This with Universal Pictures or Disney's Moana 2? I would have put my money on this a few weeks ago, but now I'm kind of leaning towards Moana 2. I don't even think I've seen Moana 1.
He just tanked this. You know what they should do? They should honestly run a campaign and be like, someone hacked my Twitter, and I didn't really say that.
We wouldn't
Like,
believe it, but even if she just said, "Hey, sorry, I went off," I mean, it was that time of the month. If she said that, we'd all be like, "Hey, whatever."
Right. I can be a little bit of a witch sometimes.
Sorry.
she's not gonna. Yeah, exactly. I see what you did there.
They'd never do that.
But she's gonna double down on it. She's gonna double down on it after there's backlash, and then she's gonna be like, "Oh, you guys just don't like me because I'm black, and you didn't want to see me black."
Well, that's the other thing. I thought it was kind of like, wouldn't it have been more bold and less insensitive if the Wicked Witch of the North was now a black chick? And I mean, the idea that we're gonna paint the black chick, we have one black person starring in the movie, and we're painting her green. Like, I feel like someone's offended by that. I'm not, but I'm sure someone who is super woke is like, this ain't woke enough,
Right.
So you're already.
Well, I don't know. I just don't understand like how it is that, like this is, for one thing, this is a fan edit of a poster. So it's not even like the official thing.
Right.
But like, even on the official poster, why does an actor have that much of a latitude on what goes into promotional material?
Dude, exactly.
I don't,
Shut
do
your
lines. Yeah, like you're in the movie. I'm like making the poster. Shut the fuck up and like, let me do my job and you focus on your job. And it's just, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, again, like I said, we're giving the actors too much leeway, too much, just like athletes and musicians. Like, we got to stop putting them on a pedestal. Like, we got to start celebrating not just the directors, because they are celebrated now, but like the writers. The writers need to be treated like rock stars. The editors, who could, like, sure, I'm sure you can name an editor that you like if you're a big film buff.
You can name a Redditor that you like.
Yeah, no, an editor. Name an editor that you're a fan of, but could you point him out? Could you run into him and be like, "Oh my God, you're Robert Elswit"? I don't think anyone knows what the hell these editors look like, and yet they're the ones that make or break the movie, or the composers. the cinematographers, like what's his name, Dean, Blade Runner 2049, and a lot of those movies. What's his name? He's getting that cinematography celebrity status. But yeah, the point is, put the actors down. Like, their work is not that impressive. For every amazing actor you get, like, there's hundreds of decent actors. And for every, there's also, I'm not joking, there's millions of people out there that could act. The question is like, do you have the drive to do it, the want to do it? But the point is, being a good actor is far less talented than being like a great painter or a great musician. Acting is literally pretending. How good are you at pretending? And some people are obviously they're on a next level. Not everyone's Daniel Day-Lewis. Not everyone's can transform themselves into another role. But the point is, like, most of us were in high school plays. Roger Deakins, thank you, Gord King. But yeah, acting. Stop putting these actors on celebrity status. Stop giving a shit what they talk about. And I think that's the thing, is as a society, I think we're all reaching that point. Michael Keaton said this. Good for him. Like, I don't, and it's and the problem with that. The problem with this whole social media thing is, not only are we hearing these stupid actors with their dumb opinions, and it's turning us off on them, but therefore, because of that, like, celebrity endorsements are no longer as valuable as they used to be, because it used to be, oh my God, Michael Keaton says buy this brand of soap, but now we're all so jaded. It's like, who gives a shit? We know he's getting paid to say that. He probably doesn't even use that soap.
Right.
We're all getting the veil. Also, Lord Toxic is going to get some sleep. I don't blame him. It's almost 2 a.m. We're doing late night graveyard stream. I did chug a Monster Energy drink before I got here, so I'm going to be up.
I brewed a pot of coffee and took a nap, knowing that you were going to be going around midnight to Sam
Thanks.
earlier today. So,
well, Toxic, what do you got coming up? What do you got going on? I mean, you're going to be busy tomorrow running around Georgia.
Yeah, so I got the green. I'm going to be working on that guy's screenplay all week. Turn it into a novel. I was talking to him, and then the guy that's bankrolling it, that used to be in Kung Fu, the original series, I guess Rodimus is gonna Lance and him are gonna interview, and hopefully I can be part of the interview if we're talking about this movie that they want to make out of the screenplay. I'm gonna catch up on my Consider the Source videos. I'm doing like a 6-part Stephen King novel for the rest of the month, so I'd like to bang out a couple more of those. I did film them, but then with using the hotspot, downloading the actual videos was difficult. It took me like all day to get Highlander done the other day. So and then we'll be doing Highlander again later in the week, and I think that's it.
Cool.
I think that's it.
All right. Well, I'm going to tag you out, and we'll see you later.
Yeah, thanks for being a good American, looking out for your fellow man and all that.
Stay away from trains.
I will. Oh no, too soon.
So many inside jokes that none of us understand.
Well, we like.
Well, we're going to tag out Toxic, and we're going to tag in this fella. Where's his video? I have a video for him. Come on, there it is.
Potato joy, potato time for the potato boy. Potatoes for all life to enjoy. Come on and celebrate with the potato boy.
All right, guys, how you doing, man? How you doing? You all right?
Chilling. Now, it was your birthday the other day, right?
Yeah, it was on Saturday. Yeah, just fucking chilled out. Had a nice little Evil Dead day with a nice bit of scotch, and that's it. That's how I like my birthdays, nice and relaxing.
What kind of scotch?
Yeah.
I love how it's like, I'm asking what kind of Evil Dead movies you watch. You're like, what kind of scotch?
Priorities.
What's the brand?
Answer this question.
12 years old.
Hell yeah.
It was a small bottle, but I got through it the entire fucking night, and it wasn't even 8 o'clock yet, and I was sad.
Now it's like 8 a.m. right now where you're at, right?
It's 8 a.m. nearly 10 to 8.
Sweet. Yeah, dude, I have a hilarious story about when I was living with my keyboard player, or I should say my keyboard player was living with me in my house, my empty room. One time I was out of town. He's not a big drinker, right? and he was a software designer, so he had money and stuff. He's doing all right. But one night I was away, and he drank my bottle of Jameson. No big deal. He's like, I'll buy you a new one. I'm like, that's fine. He comes back. He's like, yo, so you had a $25 bottle of Jameson, and instead I got you this $25 bottle of scotch. And I was like, dude, a $25 bottle of scotch is trash. Okay.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
was. And it was like one of those huge bottles too. I was like, this is way better deal. I was like, no, it isn't.
Yeah.
Like I said,
no.
he wasn't a big drinker, you know.
When I was young and stupid, I used to get like $6 liters of Crystal Palace vodka. That shit will tear you the fuck up. I mean, it will fuck you up hardcore. You know,
Nice.
you
Crystal
drink like
Palace
a
vodka.
Surge
Never
and
get
then
into
Crystal
vodka.
Palace, but I wouldn't suggest it for anybody. So yeah, no, I know what you mean by like bad, like.
So
All right,
uh,
drink your bottle of Jameson. Here's a gallon of Kentucky Deluxe.
yeah.
As long as I drink whiskey without mixing it with fucking Coke or something like that, and I don't go overboard, I'm fine.
Yeah.
But yes, Saturday I actually did finish the bottle, but I wasn't fucking hungover. I actually felt fine, just a little tired. That's it.
Good. And what Evil Dead movies did you watch? A bunch of them or just one of them?
The original trilogy, they went straight onto Ash vs Evil Dead.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, nice. Good birthday. Well, happy belated, man. And happy belated to you from Black Lives or Black Cats. And I'm sure the rest of the chat as well. All right. Well,
Here's
far
to another
as-
year around the sun.
yeah.
Yeah, how you doing the kiss? Up for another Gav and Rengie rewatch if I try and get one organised soon. Same thing for you, Enzo.
Absolutely. Yeah. I was bummed I missed 2 and 3 or 3 and 4.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where I was like, yeah, I'll watch it tomorrow. And then I was up till like 7 or 8 in the morning. And then you guys like messaging me at like 1 o'clock, like, it's
A lot
starting.
is
Dude, where are
happening. I
you?"
mean, a lot is happening. FN2, you're invited as well. Come on, it's a great fucking show, and it's it's just downright hilarious. It is.
Well, speaking of witches, this is pretty amazing. This,
Yeah.
I mean, I know that she just had her big interview on Fox that went disastrously. That was pretty bad. Also, this might be the
this was
nail
like
in
the
the
encore.
coffin. Yeah, and also she didn't show up to the Catholic benefit that every presidential candidate has gone to, except for the guy who got his ass kicked by Nixon. And she phoned in a video, and it was like had Molly Shannon doing her superstar character, making fun of Catholics basically at a Catholic event. Even Jim Gaffigan had to like roast her big time, roast the Dems big time. It was pretty bad. But then this happened after that, which is like, okay. I don't understand how you could possibly be on board at this point.
With the intention that they would undo the protections of Roe v. Wade, and they did as he intended. Oh, you guys are at the wrong rally.
Someone said, praise Jesus, I think is what they said. But you see how fast she said that without even beating, like, I suppose this is scripted. That's even worse. But this is her gut reaction when someone says, praise Jesus to you. Now, she just did her Catholic benefit video, and that was all God bless us, God bless this nation, and, in the Lord's name and all that. And then someone at her rally, like the very next day, is like, praise God, praise Jesus, no abortions. Oh, you're at the wrong rally, sweetie.
But you have to remember, this is like, the same, DNC themselves was giving away free vasectomies and abortions, outside.
I'm starting to think they are literally a satanic murder cult. I mean, like literally, like it's got to
It's
be
hard to kind of argue that they aren't at this point.
Yeah.
Like, hey, let's sterilize everybody.
Have you seen the guy in charge of the fucking WEF? He shows up. There's a picture of him showing up in this fucking robe, like he's
Klaus Schwab. Yeah, Klaus Schwab,
Klaus
like literally
Schwab,
dresses like a damn
He's
demonic
Goldfinger.
priest. Yeah,
he does.
He dresses like a supervillain. He literally dresses like a James Bond villain, like trying to take over the world. It's pretty weird. And the fact that everyone's cool with it. Like, we're going to go to the World Economic Forum meeting and talk about our Agenda 2020 or whatever, or whatever.
Penetrating the administrations.
And you're going to talk in a German accent and dress like a villain from Battlestar Galactica. I mean, it's like, what the hell, dude? Like, there's nobody like literally that has the ability or know-how to just be like, hey, Mr. Schwab, I think we should put you in a suit like everybody else is wearing. No, he's running the show. I think he's one of the
They're not
people
even
running the show.
hiding it either. They're not even hiding their fucking plot to take over the world. They're coming
Yeah.
straight out of it and acting like it's the right thing.
You'll
Like, it's
own
a normal
nothing
thing.
and you'll be happy about it. I mean, it's
Yeah.
pretty bizarre. And then it's funny because like you've got these people in the background here. As soon as she says it, they start clapping like stupid seals.
Oh, you guys are at the wrong rally.
Woo! And then let's
Act
make
like
fun
a
of-
jackal now. Really set it over the edge. Show how dehumanized you are.
and then let's also end it with making fun of Trump's rally sizes, which are bigger than ever. I don't understand.
No, I think you have to go to the smaller one down the street.
Ooh. This is literally like girls rule and boys drool. You know what I mean? This is kind of what's going on a national political level. It's crazy.
It's kind of hard to get an idea for how big this rally is too, with such a tight shot. Like there's not like.
Oh, I mean, it's a gymnasium. You can tell it's indoors. Like, dude, Trump rallies are all outdoors because it's like an ocean of people, and he's going to be at Madison Square Garden soon. Like, dude, it's gonna, yeah. I mean, it's to the point. It's like Razor Fist said, like recently on his video. He's like, we're going to the point where like all the pollsters are now overcorrecting. Because like the facts are catching up, and now the polls are suddenly like painting a much more dire picture. But then meanwhile, at the same time, you've got this is breaking the internet. President Trump literally working the French fryer and serving fries at a drive-through.
Right.
Hello, everybody. You can take this, right? And you know this is compliments of Trump, okay?
Let me know if you want the pickles in the burger. Yay.
No, the milk machine is still broken. You can't have any of it.
Please don't make
have some flavor.
Listen, I understand this is a promotional thing, but this is still a McDonald's.
Yeah, I know I promised to fix the milkshake machine, but one man can only do so much.
I am not. I cannot achieve feats of God.
Right.
Yeah, dude. But
I mean,
yeah,
there's literally an app tracker for like broken down, the ice cream machines at McDonald's.
Is this actually genuine? Is this genuine, or is it just a guy just impersonating him? Just sort of
No,
playing him?
this is Trump.
No, this is totally
He showed
Yeah.
up to the McDonald's. They
Talked about
literally
for, like,
showed him.
a couple of weeks.
They showed him how to work the fryer.
No, man, I'd
This
recognize
is him,
those
like,
fat folds
and
anywhere.
the reason why they're doing it. Yeah, and the reason why they're doing it is because first Kamala lied or said some unverified statements that she worked at McDonald's, which people are pressing X to doubt. But also they're saying like someone was making fun of Donald Trump, saying he couldn't run the fryer at McDonald's. But it's funny because like people are saying, like, the left are saying conflicting messages where it's like working fast food is hard work, but also it's so stupid Donald Trump can do it. I mean, it's just weird.
Right.
The disconnect, like, just Donald Trump just sitting in the shoes of a low wage minimum wage type employee. It also says a lot about his age, and his health. I mean, he did this for a few hours, handed out free food. I mean, that's pretty cool. I've never seen anyone do this. Presidential
Why is the
candidate. I mean,
back
I'm sure
room
maybe.
blocked off?
Yeah, I mean, you can't
Little
have
chain behind them. No, not him. Closer. There's a little red chain link. Why is that there?
Secret
the
Service
rats not
probably
allowed
had something to
past
do with
that,
that.
or-
I mean,
Right there. So grab that.
the rats. Yeah.
Oh, yep, good. Right there.
Good
No, it
job,
needs more
Mr.
salt.
President.
Here, put it into there and just give it a twirl.
Imagine Joe Biden doing this, let alone Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris is one thing, but Joe Biden doing this would
Joe
be
Biden would fall
embarrassing
in
and
the
sad.
fryer. Yeah.
Ah! He literally just grabs his fries with his hands, like, "Ow, that hurts."
One
Where
of
are
the
the
employees
gloves?
is taking a bath in the back.
But yeah, this lady was great too. Don't turn the United States into Brazil, please. I mean, that says a lot.
Right.
And meanwhile, you got Kamala over here being weird. It's just
I
weird,
love
bro.
all these people who support Kamala Harris are like on the anti-racist train or claim to be, not realizing she's probably killed and fucking incarcerated more fucking black people than than any corrupt police force.
Yeah. I mean, well, like her level of corruption when she was, one of the lawmakers in California, she went out of her way specifically to make sure that people that should have been let out of prison because they were convicted wrongly. She's like, yeah, but no, like private prisons need to have their slave labor, so you're just gonna have to sit here and rot out for like a duration of your sentence because fuck you, and I get
No, plus
kickbacks.
didn't you get innocent black people executed or on death row?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, all that. I mean, like she's part of the military industrial prison, private prison complex. Of like, hey, let's just like let's reserve slavery for the state, and as long as like corporations make money off of low wage slave based labor, then hey, everybody wins, except for people who actually like had those jobs and like could actually be paid like a an actual tangible wage. But
speaking of crimes, Tomby, why did you abbreviate McDonald's like that?
Mackie D's.
Why not Mickey D's? It's shorter.
It's okay. Mackie D's was shut down and it was a staged event, but the point is cooking fries isn't rocket science. Yeah, I mean, it was staged, like the place was closed on the outside, but I know they had a drive-through line, and I'm sure each car going through was vetted by security. Like how easy would it have been to just be like, thanks for the fries, Mr. President. Pow, pow, pow.
Right. And I mean, it is clearly like like a somewhat staged event, but still, like that doesn't undo the fact that he's actually doing. I don't even like McDonald's myself. I've eaten at McDonald's. I've made it a point to like not eat at that place. Like I don't think I've eaten McDonald's even 10 times in my 43 years on the planet. So
yeah, we were talking about this in the Hypnotic Discord. How like little kids nowadays don't even seem to like McDonald's and fast food. Like, you think, oh, I'm just too old to eat that stuff. I don't like it. It's like, no, even young kids, like 20-year-olds and 16-year-olds are like, I can't eat that shit.
Yeah.
The proper butcher stuff is the best. It is. I mean, a proper fucking burgers from a butcher's, it just tastes nicer. You've got all those nutrients in there. That's so much better for you. Those zincs, those vitamins, everything, protein, all sorts.
Make your own chili dogs.
Thanks, Sonic the Hedgehog.
I got this great idea for Halloween trick-or-treaters. One slightly sucked on chili dog per child. That's
I like
good.
the one for the cigarettes. One cigarette per child, or just take a drag and put it.
The
back.
one I laughed at was warm scrambled egg. That was so good. Like a big cauldron full of warm scrambled egg and a scoop in it, and it was like hard scrambled too. Here's a great costume idea. Speaking of chili dogs, couples costume for those of you that are dating and want to have a good couples costume. You got what's his name plus the sucking on a chili dog. Who's the guy who does that song?
Oh, that'd be John Cougar Mellencamp.
There you go, Mellencamp. It's great. Great idea.
Jack and
for a
Diane.
costume.
That's not a name. That's a bad Scrabble hand.
Yeah, we pumpkins call them trick-or-traders, and they will be dealt with, says Gord King. Yeah, Tommy says the Brits just abbreviate Mickey D's to Mackie D's, and a Northern English bastard might confirm this. Is that true, Neb?
I am not at liberty to say.
All right. Oh, well, a couple Dracula memes. First of all, if Dracula had a cat, this is cute. A little something for the ladies. We know we don't have ladies watching the show. And then
pussy, blah, blah, blah.
Another one for ladies, a book from the author Anne Felicio. He breaks into her house and sucks his own dick in the attic. It is called The Room Where Dracula Sucks His Own Dick.
Inspired by Clerks.
Yeah, Paperback Paradise. Not a real book, I'm sure.
Is that AI generated that one?
Maybe. It might be fun Photoshop. I don't know. It might be several-year-old meme. It might be a real book.
Then again, you can get AI generated songs. I mean, look at that. I farted so hard I shit my pants, but it's done into like a swing song, a bloody Motown style song. It's like
that's a flexible vampire, to say the least. I mean, either that or like he's like super hung. Maybe it's both.
He's undead. He can do whatever he wants.
Right.
Leave him alone.
I guess I am prying too much, privacy and all that.
I've been watching a lot of Dracula stuff. I mean, the 1979 one, the Hammer Horror, the bloody Bela Lugosi one. Fucking hell, the amount of good Dracula films out there and different interpretations is damn crazy.
Yeah.
Sleep well, Gordo. Get well soon. Rest up.
Gord King's going to bed.
Catch you,
Yeah. Yeah, as far as Dracula, I think he's got more movies than Godzilla or James Bond. I think he's got the most, more
got
than
the
any other
first.
character. Yeah. Who did the best Dracula? It certainly wasn't Gerard Butler in Dracula 2000. I'll tell you that much.
It's hard. I mean, you've got Christopher Lee, you've got Frank Langella. I mean, Gary Oldman's good, but I don't like it when Dracula's made sympathetic. I like him when he's just genuinely fucking evil.
Yeah.
You got Klaus Kinski and good old the second
Yeah,
Nosferatu.
where they could legally call him Dracula.
Werner
Yeah, we can
Herzog.
these days.
Yeah. I liked yeah, and this we're talking specifically Dracula, not
not just a vampire.
vampires, but yeah, I always liked I did like what's his name? Langella. He brought like a different vibe to it that was cool. And yeah, Christopher Lee was great. Guys, I watched I said I watched the Monster Club. I think the only time where Vincent Price played a vampire out of all of his years in horror movies. So that was really wild to see. As soon as I saw his fangs come out, I was like, what? I don't think I've ever seen that. But yeah,
the original novel is he's not really in the novel. That it's mostly told from the point of view of the people affected by Dracula's actions, and that's it. And I kind of like that. It kind of gives him a bit of mystery.
Well, I'm still excited for Nosferatu. I mean,
oh yeah, I definitely want to see
You
that.
could almost make like a whole series out of just watching like old Vincent Price horror shows like once a week. You know, like
yeah, there's a lot of them, and that's the thing is he's not just in horror movies too. He's in a ton of movies.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't even start getting into the horror stuff until like 20 years into his career. You know,
He's in an episode of Columbo.
Yeah, he's one of those. I mean, back in the old days, like it was not uncommon for these actors. Like nowadays, the big actors are in like, I don't know, one movie a year, one movie every other couple of years. But now, back then, you know, Vincent Price was doing like 3 or 4 movies a year at least.
Yeah.
Wild.
And he's a very underrated Disney villain in Basil the Great Mouse Detective.
Right. I like.
And he rocks an ascot like nobody's business.
Right. Thriller. Obviously, that's the big one.
House on Haunted Hill.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that is a good one. That is, it's so hammy, but you can just tell the people in it are just having a lot of fun, especially Price himself.
Yeah, the remake too. The remake's so hilarious. That's that early 2000s horror, man. That was such a vibe. But yeah, that was the one with Joffrey Rush. You know, he had just won an Oscar for Shine, and now he's going to be in the terrible House on Haunted Hill remake. And this is before he did the Pirates of the Caribbean, obviously. But yeah, he just started having. You could tell he was just having a blast with that. The remake with the opening on the roller coaster. That's so stupid. If you guys remember, he makes like the scare. He's a thriller. He's like a thrill expert. He likes to make scare people, and he's got a roller coaster at this theme park. And the way the roller coaster works, I don't know how the logistics of this would make sense, but like the idea is you're in the ride, and there's a trolley in front of you as well. And at one point, the tracks bend up on purpose, and the trolley in front of you flies off the tracks, and you see them kill, and you think you're gonna die, and then the tracks fix itself, and then you go over. There's so many logistical questions as to how you would keep that going for every ride, how you reset it every time, and also what happens if like your ride malfunctions and the thing doesn't go down in time.
Right.
So many issues, and this is like the first like 5 minutes of the movie or 10 minutes of the movie. You're like, what? How? So bad. Full trailer is up. Yeah. The Nosferatu trailer. Yeah, they got 2 trailers now. And it looks good. I'm digging the eyes.
Robert Eggers.
I just rewatched
Shadow Trust.
Oh man,
Shadow of the Vampire.
Yeah, Shadow of the Vampire. That is a fucking funny movie, man.
It's one of my favorites, and it's also very underrated. I think my favorite part of the whole movie is when he stares down John Malkovich and causes John Malkovich to have like a panic attack. That was so good because it's like this is what the vampire does to you, like from an outside perspective. Like he's just staring at you, and yet you're totally entranced. I'm sure what you're looking at is way crazier what you're seeing, but yeah, that's just such a great moment where he's like trying to choke the vampire, and he just like locks eyes with him.
What about that scene where it's supposed to be reading these documents and he's like questioning the logistics of vampires reading documents and shit? It's I've only seen it once though, but it did make me laugh.
Dude, yeah, it's a weird movie, dark comedy. What other movie did that director make? He also had some weird ones. He was let's see here. But yeah, people are talking about, Nosferatu coming out, and a lot of people have not seen Shadow of the Vampire, which, for those of you who don't know, it's John Malkovich plays legendary filmmaker F.W. Murnau, who is making Nosferatu. And the idea is the director was so damn crazy, he cast a real vampire to play Count Orlok. So basically, you've got Willem Dafoe playing Count Orlok in Nosferatu. Max Schreck basically is a real vampire according to this movie, and he's like going through the casting crew, like killing them or drinking their blood,
feeding off them and all that.
Yeah. Elias. Yeah. Okay. So again, I was talking about this guy recently. He made Begotten. So who made the Wicker Man remake then? I thought the Wicker Man remake was the guy who made Begotten.
No, it was Mr. Tibbs.
Okay. Well, I'm getting my streams crossed. Yeah, he has such a weird filmography because it's like Suspect Zero, never saw that. And he's got a few video Cryptor Child videos for bands, music videos, and then he's got that weird ass movie Begotten, which I talked about not long ago, which is really weird. The Wicker Man remake was directed by Neil Butte, and he did
that one with Samuel L. Jackson, where there's a racist couple who hates the white couple, the mixed couple, I should say. I think it's him. Let's have a look. In the Company of Men, yeah, he did In the Company of Men.
So he wrote a bunch of movies. He did some stuff for American Gigolo, House of Darkness. No, what's the one I'm thinking of? This is weird. I'm getting Mandela effects here. Death at a Funeral, The Wicker Man.
Lakeview Terrace, that's it.
Oh, The Shape of Things. Well, anyway, The Wicker Man remake was terrible. So, Shadow of the Vampire, very good. So, yeah, interesting. B-roll, what is that? Are you asking for real? Yeah, the B-roll Discord. It's Adam Gray's channel, B-roll stage, where he hosts his show B-sides, which I was on last week, and we watched a really bad movie called House of the Living Dead. How many zombies do you think were in this movie?
At least 6.
0.
Fuck.
Wow. There's no zombies whatsoever. It's about a weird hunchback guy who is killing people and putting their spirit in beakers somehow. And then it's revealed that the hunchback guy isn't the hunchback guy. It was like a elaborate framing. I don't remember. It's like a fever dream. It was so bad. It was one of those things where, like I said, some of these movies are so bad you look them up on YouTube or on Wikipedia, listen to the plot, and you realize, like, nope, I'm not missing anything. This is I'm still on point. Everything they're saying is checking out with what I saw. I didn't miss any scenes. So yeah. Let's see what else we got. Northern English Bastard, you got any other fun stuff coming up?
Yeah, I've got a top 10 list, something I've never done before, but it took a while to get made. But yeah, it's done and it should be up by Thursday.
Cool. Watch any good movies lately? I've been burning through them. Here's some fun stuff, and I might talk about this again on Tuesday, but I decided randomly, because last Tuesday on Nielsen ratings, where someone brought up Neil Jordan, his movie, one of his movies. I can't remember which one, but we started talking about Neil Jordan, and I realized there's quite a few Neil Jordan movies I haven't seen. Obviously, he did Crying Game and Interview with the Vampire and a few other really good ones. They were talking about his earlier movies, and he did, something called Angel that I want to see, also known as Danny Boy. He also made some other cool movies, and then there was a comedy he made in the 80s that I'd heard of and never seen, and it's called High Spirits. And Lance said, "Don't watch it; it's bad." And I was like, "Well, now I'm definitely going to watch it." And it's got Steve Guttenberg and Daryl Hannah and what's her name? Beverly D'Angelo. There you go. Liam Neeson is in it as a ghost. But basically, yeah, you've got rich English guy. I can't remember the actor. He owns a castle in jolly old England somewhere, and there's rumors that it's haunted. And they're also struggling with business because it's like an inn. And they're like, well, let's start playing up on the
Peter
haunted
O'Toole.
stuff.
Talking
Yeah,
about
Peter
High
O'Toole.
Spirits?
High Spirits. I had never
Yeah.
seen it. So yeah, pretend
Oh,
that
dude, it's a great movie. I love
pretend
High
the
Spirits.
castle's haunted so you can get some guests. The guests show up. Turns out it actually is haunted. It's a pretty
Yeah.
simple story. And then it's like a weird romantic comedy involving ghosts and living people kind of falling in love. And
I
you know.
recommend. It's a good movie. Great movie.
Now here's where it gets weird. So then randomly after that, the next movie I had saved in my list of stuff to watch that looked still silly and stupid was the second Elvira movie called Elvira's Haunted Hills, which I guess is a boob joke. That's pretty funny now that I'm thinking about it.
Right?
So I'm watching it. I watched the whole movie, and I'm thinking, okay, when was this made? Some point in the 80s or early 90s? It was made in 2001. I was like, oh, shit. Okay, it's way later than I thought it was. And it was obviously made on a shoestring budget. But here's where it gets weird. And what are the odds of this? Like, I'm asking, not rhetorically, what are the odds that this happened? All the castle scenes inside the interior shots of the castle are literally the same set from High Spirits. Recycled.
That is, wow.
I just happened to just pick those two movies like next to each other for no reason whatsoever. That is such a huge connection.
Yeah, that's some weird serendipity, like we live in a simulation kind of.
Yeah, I read that. I was like, fuck off. I literally paused the movie. I was like, no way. I had to tell someone about this. Real talk, you're selling this well with that opener. Not selling this well. No, I mean, no, these are bad movies.
I was talking about a different thing. Don't ignore that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Actually, no, I'll defend High Spirits. It's a good comedy. It's like, it's standard 80s
It was
fare.
cute. It was cute.
It's good. It's good for what it is.
Harmless movie,
Yeah.
Steve Guttenberg, man, he was just king of the world in the 80s. Like the 80s were his domain, Yeah, it's funny as I wanted to get drunk on this stream for the first time in a while, but I decided to drive here and help Megan get to the airport. So
Now you have to be designated for that. So
to a certain degree, yes, but yeah. So I'm there with you in spirit, Dudicus, is what I'm getting at. Nick
What's
says,
up?
Dudicus, something. Dudicus, imagine Highlander being real and he makes a YouTube channel about old and gold movies that's not B-sides. So worth checking it out.
You phrased that really weird.
I think I read it weird, maybe. Nix is also a Transylvanian. So, but yeah, he's basically saying, imagine if a Highlander had a show, an old person, and he was doing what B-sides was doing, but with good movies. I think that's what he's trying to say. I like the bad movies. The thing about good movies is I'll watch good movies by myself because I don't want anyone to talk during the good movies, especially if I haven't seen them before.
right.
I want to pay attention to a good movie and absorb it. If it's a bad movie, yeah, I ain't gonna watch this shit alone. That's sad.
Yeah.
I
don't
wanna
think I've
watch
ever
it
watched
and
Street
laugh
Fighter by
at it.
myself. Yeah, I would never watch Street Fighter alone. Like that's
To me-
definitely like bring a friend
Yeah,
or
that's-
5.
To me, it was a Tuesday.
Yeah, rest in peace, Raul Julia. He just makes that movie. He does. He really fucking
literally
does.
dying of cancer while he was making that movie.
I know.
So weird.
You can see he's putting his all in it, though, despite his illness taking its toll on him.
Yeah,
Ham it
and
up.
he's actually is taking it seriously while Van Damme and Kylie Minogue are just banging the shit out of each other in between scenes. Like,
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Props to both of them. I mean,
that's
honestly,
right.
good
Hey,
for
man,
both of
they're,
them.
They're beautiful people. They were coke fueled and they had things to do like each other.
I'd still bang Kylie Minogue in her old age.
Yeah. Even Chun-Li, woman that plays Chun-Li, she is still hot.
Chun-Li was great. Yeah. Ryu and Ken were not so great in that movie. I was like, who the fuck are these guys? This is not Ryu and Ken.
Yeah.
Sagat, he's supposed to be like 7 feet tall. Instead, you got Wes Studi. who, great actor, not Sagat.
Yeah, it takes a lot of liberties. It really does. I mean, fucking, but it's still kind of fun. It's like the Mortal Kombat movie from the 90s.
Right.
It's just dumb, but you kind of have fun with it anyway.
Yeah.
Nick says, in my entire 800 years on God's green earth, I haven't seen two things: the sun and vampires. # not a vampire. All right.
That dude is the Night Flyer. We need to get him. Get Miguel Ferrer to kill that guy.
Yeah, dude, Dracula's got a pilot's license, and he's flying around in a little. Yeah, that was a comment you made, right? Yeah.
They swear a lot in that made-for-TV movie.
It was also really violent too. Miguel Ferrer.
Yeah.
I love Miguel Ferrer, man. He's one of my favorites. Rest in
tail
peace.
end of that movie, he hacks up a bunch of dead people.
Yeah, that was pretty
like
gory.
Fly
And
by
the cops
Night or
fucking
something
shoot
like
him because
that?
it's like, that guy's clearly insane.
Dude, one I always liked was Cat's Eye. That was like one of the first like horror movies I watched as a little kid, And Stephen King wrote that as a screenplay. Like, it wasn't based on any books or anything from him. It was like an original screenplay, and honestly, not bad. You got the
it's probably
first.
one of the best original Stephen King screenplays. That and
Well,
it's
what's
not
the other
smooth
one?
either.
Fucking Maximum Overdrive is the other one. So
Oh,
I
no,
mean,
that was
Overdrive
fucking
is great.
retarded. That really was.
Cat's Eye is objectively better than Maximum Overdrive. Even if you love Maximum Overdrive, you got to admit it's stupid as hell.
I'm sorry, does Cat's Eye have Emilio Estevez blowing up the Green Goblin with a grenade launcher? No, I didn't think so.
No, but
Or
it's got,
AC/DC, like, doing the intro music. Like, I mean,
dude, Cat's Eye has James Woods like walking around the perimeter of a fucking skyscraper, because
That's not James Woods.
Yeah,
It
I
is.
love that. I love that
What is it?
storyline. He's just trying to. He's trying to fight his
main
addiction,
character
but he
from-
can't. And he's got these fucking weirdos stalking him, threatening to
Yeah.
do really bad stuff if he does start smoking again.
Right,
It's
you're talking
crazy.
about Cat's Eye, right, Dudicus?
Yeah.
The opening
Yeah.
story. Yeah, no, it's James Woods for sure.
No,
He's
it's
addicted.
not.
Yeah, 100%. 100% is James Woods.
Wait. Which story? I thought you
It's-
said going around the side of the building.
The first
Yeah.
one.
James Woods is a smoker, and he is paid
Oh.
a.
Oh, that one. Okay. I thought you meant
Yeah.
the one of the guy going who gets into the weird bet
Robert
with the
Hicks.
crazy rich guy.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, no, it's not. That's Ted from Airplane.
Wait, what is the second story? The crazy bet. I'm not.
I
'Cause I know there's
it's,
the troll.
He's like, here, I'll pay you like $1 billion if you clamber around the side of my high rise.
No. Oh right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm getting him crossed over. Yes. James Woods is I'm thinking of the guy from Airplane. He is in that story. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
My bad.
But
James
the
Woods
smoking
is
one was
yeah.
legit. It was the smoking one.
Yeah, those are the first two storylines are the best ones in it. The third one's it's okay. It's okay.
The third one's for the kids,
Yeah.
The first two are more adult oriented, but yeah, the first story is great. You've got James Woods is a smoker, and he's paid a company to help him quit smoking, and it turns out they're run by mobsters. And yeah, basically, we're gonna be watching you, and if you smoke, we're gonna fucking make you pay. First, we're gonna start, we're gonna go after your family and break your ankles and shit. It's just like whoa. Cut your wife's finger off is what the thing was. It was like one of the draws. That was like the final line. Every time you smoke, we'll cut one of your wife's fingers off. And then you see like the guy who recommended him at the end, his wife is like missing an index finger. Then the second story, wife has been kidnapped. You'll get her back if you can walk around the perimeter of the building. Yeah, and it's the guy from Airplane. Third story, there's a fucking gnome living in Drew Barrymore's house. It's evil. And the cat is the one that's going to save the day. A little gray cat, Tabby.
With Alan Silvestri's pro Back to the Future theme playing as well.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I should rewatch that one, man. It's a fun one. Fun and stupid. Yeah. Then the other one. What are some other original Stephen King scripts? There's Max. Let's see here. Original screenplay. No.
What's the Sleepwalkers as well? That's another Stephen King original script, and that is
Oh,
hilarious.
Sleepwalker.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Sleepwalkers is crazy.
Yeah, he rips the fucking guy's hand off. The guy runs off saying, "I'm sorry."
Storm of the Century and Thinner. Oh no, Thinner is a book. It was a no, okay.
Well, they made a movie adaptation of Thinner.
Yeah, Thinner's so
Sam
great.
Neill that
Here's a
was,
fun story. Fun story about Thinner is the director originally wanted John Candy to play the main character and lose weight for real. And it would have been a two birds, one stone. Like, you make this cool movie and we get to do a bunch of cool, like the makeup is like, it's real. And second of all, you lose a bunch of weight and make yourself healthier. And John Candy was like, nah, I'm not interested. And he died.
That wouldn't have been a healthy way
If
to
he'd
lose
lost
weight.
all that weight, would he still be as funny? Do you think he still would have been a
no,
big star?
I don't know.
Well, it's just
I mean,
the fact
John
that he
Goodman-
was fat and smoked a lot too. That was a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, John Goodman managed to lose some weight, but like not to a scary degree. Like, I mean, still.
Penn Jillette, he lost a bunch of weight and looks totally different. And it's one of those things where when you lose that much weight, especially in your old age, you like age terribly. It just takes so many years off of you because you get the saggy, wrinkly skin, but also your hair goes all gray and white because like it's a lot of pressure and struggle to, especially when you've been like really fat your whole life or a long time. Your body's used to
lose
it.
a lot of essential oils, like
That's the thing, though. These guys were very overweight. They still managed to live pretty long before they lost weight. It's most die probably in their 30s. Yeah, Ethan Suplee, he lost fucking tons, man. The guy's jacked.
Yeah, but he does have the saggy skin, though. He's got the big saggy belly.
I say a little bit, but but now he's getting more roles. He's playing like Marines and everything now. It's
yeah, he just can't take his shirt off or nothing on his camera.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is like you see some dudes lose a bunch of weight and they don't get the saggy skin because you lose it slowly, which is obviously a better way to do it. Chip away at it, chip away. What are some other movies that I want to watch? This is what I was saying, the stuff that I still have to watch just from this year, the horror movie stuff anyway. Let's see here.
Did you watch the new Hellboy movie, Crooked Man?
No, I'm hearing mixed things. What did you think? You liked it?
Yeah, it's according to Critical, it is really faithful to Hellboy comics, but it's kind of dull. I prefer the Guillermo del Toro version because even though it's probably just him doing his own version of Hellboy, there is a lot of personality in it though, and the characters are a lot more memorable.
Yeah. I mean, they got to be if you're gonna have the movie look like that. You know what I mean?
No, it's just it looks boring as well. The people that go after it's just possessed people, and that's it. It's no cool looking creatures with a unique, distinctive looks to them.
I got shit from people because I said that I wish that there would have been a third Ron Perlman Hellboy, and I understand like there's a whole bunch of stuff that went into why they didn't, but it still doesn't change my opinion.
If Del Toro does actually start to consider doing a third film, the guy who plays Hellboy in The Crooked Man would be a good replacement because he gets it bang on. It's just a shame the rest of the film doesn't help.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just rewatched. I just watched the second, the Golden Army movie, Hellboy.
Yeah.
Perhaps this is a controversial opinion. I don't think Del Toro is particularly good at superhero movies.
No. I thought Pacific Rim was, all right. Pacific Rim 2.
Superhero movie. I just saw it as a really cool fucking like supernatural actioner with these cool creatures and
I love the creature design and I love his style, but a lot of the times I don't give a shit about what's actually happening.
What about Blade 2? I
think Blade 2 is worse than the first one.
See, most people like it better.
That's what I've heard that, and every time I watch it, it's like, hey, we've said it gets to a point where like, hey, it's Blade and this group of vampires, and then let's wait for the next scene to happen.
Yeah.
And then they do the action scene, and then they're like, cool, we have the information. Let's wait for the next scene to happen.
Yeah, I think that Blade was kind of on descending quality because like Blade 3 is
Blade 3 is horrific.
Oh yeah, that's
Blade 3 is hilarious.
I'm Dracula, but call me Drake because it's cooler,
right?
And I'm all ripped.
I'm sorry. Are there many Dracula stores where you live? That was a scene that sort of boggled my mind. Where it's like, do you have a Dracula store where you live where they sell nothing but Dracula memorabilia and Count Chocula?
Yeah, Adam Just so you know, Adam, I sent you the link about an hour ago. I just don't know. I just didn't think you saw it, or I figured you weren't coming in. But just wanted to remind you, Dracula dildo. Hell yeah, it's a Dracula that drains your essence.
That's in that movie.
Dildos.
It's in the Dracula store.
A dicula, if you will,
There you go.
or dilcula.
Yeah, Blade 2. I mean, Blade 2 is a great sequel in terms of like not repeating the first movie and trying something fresh and just something fresh in the whole vampire lore. You know, the idea that vampires feeding on other vampires turn into fucking horrific, you know, demon creatures with their predator.
Yeah, the Reapers
mouths.
are cool. That's a sick monster design.
Also, the cool thing about Blade 2 is kind of like the movie Predators, where like each character could be like the lead. Like each character's cool. You know, you're like, I want to know more about him, but you don't learn anything about him. You just you learn what you get from the movie. And you know, you got Ron Perlman and that Mexican dude Chupa and the couple who are weird, and you know, they're all individually cool. And also the idea at the beginning when the ninjas break in to Blade's headquarters, and the idea of like vampire ninjas is so awesome. And the other cool thing is the
break in and have a fucking fight, then say, "Hey, we don't want no trouble." Why are you fucking fighting him then?
let's karate fight for 15 minutes with weapons before I tell you we're your friends. It's so stupid.
Well, just testing your metal, you know.
Redricula.
Yeah. Cat from Red Dwarf is an arsehole in Blade, so he is.
One thing I did like about Blade 2 a lot, and in terms of like every vampire movie I've ever seen, because the blood rave in the first one's so iconic, but how do you top that? The idea that the vampires just sit around and dissect each other for fun, you know, like just carving open your back and pulling it open and playing with your spine, like for recreation, you know, that is badass. Like ripping open your forearm and digging around in your tendons, you know, like that's so hardcore and metal. That was great. Because you know, who cares? I'll drink some blood tonight. It'll heal tomorrow. It's awesome, you know. That's some great like vampire lore stuff. But yeah, like I said, I think the vampire movies are kind of winding down, and we're pivoting towards werewolf movies. I mean, did you guys see the trailer for Werewolves?
No.
Can't say that I have.
Okay, then we're in for a treat.
Is Joe Estevez in this one too?
No, Frank Grillo, who is you know, that one guy. Now the werewolves are a little you know, a little weird design, good effects, I'd say. But like I said earlier, it's the Purge, but with werewolves. And it's one of those things that looks as stupid and crazy as it sounds.
What was the name of that stupid monster in that one Goosebumps Camp Nightmare? What was the name of that fucking thing?
The saber.
Saber,
the creature. Yeah, these things are a bunch of sabers running around. All right, let's crank this volume down a hair.
A lot of lens flare.
I like Frank Grillo. I think he's very fucking underrated.
All right, now get ready for some crazy stupidity. Nick says that's not a hobby. That's just Tuesday for a vamp. I mean, I'm not a vampire. Trust me, bro. And Adam Gray says, fine. Can a ghost get some service in this half-ass cafe? No, fine. I mean, yeah, this is self-service out here. You know, we gotta, you know, just help yourself.
Fucking phantoms in the chat.
As stupid as this is, this looks better than the Wolfman.
Oh yeah, that was fucking. That he does not look like a wolf.
1 year ago, a supermoon turned millions into werewolves a year ago. That's so dumb. And it comes out this December. Wow. I thought this was a January schlock for sure. You save all the crap to get released around January, February, right?
Yeah,
The fact that they think this can
during Christmas, though, don't they? They love to release horrors during Christmas.
But it better if this was early December, that'd be better. Because if it's coming out anytime around Christmas or New Year's, like it's got to compete with Nosferatu. It's the most hyped up movie of the year. And I am hoping it's good. If I'm going to be very pissed if it's bad.
You know, Robert Eggers has got a pretty good track record from.
Yeah. And that's the thing is like a lot of people don't like the Northman. I thought the Northman rocked. So a lot of people didn't like the Lighthouse. I thought that was
genius. Lighthouse is fucking amazing. I have
it is fucking insane. I mean, you're just questioning what the hell is going on, and it's one of those films where I'm happy to be confused.
I think I've got
In
like
the Mouth of
two.
Madness.
I got like 2 special editions of the vinyl for Lighthouse, because one of them like actually is like this smoked vinyl where it looks like the lighthouse lens itself, so you can like set it in front of a light and it'll peer through. Like it's and I wouldn't do that for every movie, but yeah, like that Lighthouse is amazing.
Hell yeah, it is. And yeah, of course, The Witch. I mean, The Witch was like, who is this
Yeah.
guy? Who is
The
this
Bitch
guy?
is another one that I have multiple vinyls for too as well. Yeah, Robert Akers.
It wasn't just who's this guy, but also who's this actress. Yeah, that was a double whammy. All right,
Kinda
here we've
looks
got
like a much pretty. She looks like a much prettier Amy Schumer.
this one. Yeah, this is Amy Schumer's
Yeah.
daughter. Yeah. Barbara Schumer. No, not Barbara.
Who Amy
Cheryl
Schumer wants to be.
Oh, so she
Yeah.
is a Schumer then.
No, I'm joking.
You're being crazy.
Hell yeah, that looks great. When you start getting a close up of these things, they do look a little warg-like. It's happening again.
Uncle Wes, why can't you stay?
So this is great though. Like just like the Purge, like the whole country's preparing for the supermoon. You know, that's gonna
Happening
turn.
again.
Yeah, when they were setting up bear traps and locking and loading,
It
staying
keeps happening.
We're the only family we have left.
We got this.
What if it doesn't happen? You know, because there's been many other supermoons that it didn't happen. What if the second supermoon comes along and nothing happens? That would be cool. I guess it wouldn't make for a good movie though.
What are you doing, man? You should kill somebody.
We are all soldiers now. Tonight, when that sun
Wolf
sets,
killer.
it's gonna be every man for himself.
We have a 9-hour window to test and report our findings. We hope to see if this mutation can be blocked.
Follow the rules.
This looks so dumb and awesome at the same time.
Right.
In a surprise twist, they don't turn into werewolves and they just get turned into red dust.
Yeah. Oh my god. Also, you've got fucking Lou Diamond Phillips. Haven't seen this fella in a while.
Shit, that's it.
Oh
Fucking
my
hell.
That's
Christ, it is.
La Bamba, baby.
Look
Yeah.
to Christ.
Did that just blow your mind?
Long time no see. Oh yeah, they do the bone crunching morphing thing. Yes, I love those
Yeah, dude.
transformations.
Well, that guy's just turning into Bane.
No more guns, no more guards. Those things are coming for us. I'm here.
They will hunt you down. Now,
Bite me.
you're in the middle of downtown LA with a minigun on the back of a truck, mowing down all your friends and neighbors who've turned into werewolves, and you say,
That's
Street
"Bite
legal
me."
because it's technically not a machine gun.
Yeah, Fat Dad Menace. Frank will sort
How
them
you
out.
doing, man?
Yeah. Tommy says this looks awesome. Adam says we watched 3 Peter Cushing movies last night. They were literally a 2-month-long full moon.
It can't be a bit of cushion, especially if Lee's with him.
Was that like 30 Days a Night? You know, way back.
Yeah,
in the
that was
day?
another one of those premises that's like I remember hearing about it as a comic book, and I was like, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
You know, vampires, 30 Days of Dark running around Alaska.
Alaska,
And the movie didn't disappoint. My only criticism of the movie, as awesome it is, I love David Slade too, because he made that movie Hard Candy. That was like his big breakout. Like, who's this guy? Hard Candy, so awesome. Great unorthodox like horror movie. And then he follows it up with oh shit, someone's here to save the day.
I think there was like a really
Is it
kind of
tits?
talented actress in that movie too. What was her name? Ellen something. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
Just turn
I
the
remember
page on
her
that, I
talking about.
suppose. Yeah.
Where's Adam's new video? What was I? Oh yeah, here we go. Adam, sorry, I didn't have time to make you a new intro video today. I was on the road.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
You're getting a new one though. You're gonna get a cool ghost one. Ghost
Yeah. No, it's fine.
I can play you the music I made for you though. I can do that. You're gonna like this.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, fine.
Yeah. So how are you, Adam?
I'm salty. I'm a little salty.
I did send you the link as soon as I saw you in the chat. I know you didn't see it. I know Twitter's.
I thought he
not
was
your
upset
parent.
about his sandwich.
Oh, is Suno broken?
Well, I love the thumbnail, the background that you've got there. It's just me sitting at a fucking abandoned truck stop, like,
Oh yeah,
hello.
Yeah. Oh right, I did a
Can I have a cherry coke,
lonely
please?
ghost.
Like,
Yeah, ghost in
hello.
a ghost having breakfast.
Yeah,
I'd imagine this is
that's-
like you in your haunted house.
This is pretty much 24/7 for me, basically. Yeah,
Awesome.
waiting for my wife to get home, and yeah, that's what I do. And
Now
I'm a
the
little
question
salty.
is
I'm a little
is the table covering, is that a separate sheet, or is that like like an extended sheet?
Look, it's all in the family. You don't need to ask questions like that.
Okay.
It's
All right. I suppose again I am prying just a bit too much.
I'm thinking
we're
check
related. It's legal.
here.
I can put my
fuck the table. What's
I
up?
can put my lap under that tablecloth. It's fine. Hey everybody. Hey Neb, Luke, haven't talked to you in a little while.
Yeah, I know. I
Lucas?
need to get you back on one of my streams one day.
Yeah, please, with your weird time zones.
Yeah,
I'm
again,
salty. I'm
it's
not
usually
making
up
any
early, that's the
apologies.
thing.
I've had a kind of a crappy stream day. I'm kind of salty. You guys go ahead and do
Yeah, we should
comedy
cheer you up,
stuff.
man. We
So
should
what were
cheer
like,
you up.
yeah? What were some of these streams you were doing?
Yeah, let's get you so down.
Well, I don't want to talk shit about anybody, but Jay Goodwin. No.
Where were you
No,
streaming on with him?
Jay's fine. Jay's fine. It's just scheduling. Scheduling is the problem.
Always.
I'm having a difficult time with the earworm stream on the Wayfarer project because the timing is really difficult. It starts at like 3 or 4 p.m. my time.
Yeah,
right?
you're a big night owl. That's like basically right when you wake up.
Well, fuck you. And it's Sunday.
Me too.
So it like cuts my day in half, and it's Babs says Saturday and Sunday off because she has a real job, and yeah, it's just kind of like it's too early to eat before, it's too late to eat after. I get cranky, my blood sugar.
Oh, so you need Snickers?
What's that?
I say you need a Snickers. Is that what the situation is?
Yeah, maybe a Snickers, maybe shove it down my throat.
Yeah, that is kind of the problem when we stream 6 o'clock
Come
here,
on to
6
me.
to 10 my time, because it's like either eat real early at 5 or eat real late after like 10.
Yeah,
Neither is ideal.
It's a weird time. It splits my Sunday off with my lovely wife in half, and I get jack shit
Your
done.
wife in half?
Yeah, it's got to be difficult being married because I just gave myself into the situation of I stream with a lot of people that are internationally based. So now it's like, well, fuck it, I'll just take siestas and I'll sleep, and wake up late at night, and kind of just adjusted my schedule for my audience.
Well, you tell Babs that because
again, I'm single, so it's a little bit easier for me to do such a thing.
Yeah, I agree because fucking hell, if I was single now, I probably would be doing this a lot more as well. But I've got a wife now. I'm happy. I like to spend time with her. I like to do other things, and I think the problem with streaming is if you're trying to make video reviews, it will kind of take up more of your time.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I have nearly almost at least half a day to a full day a week of my life is just tied up in streaming these days. So.
Oh, it's more than that, and I'm not even that popular. Honestly, I am not a git. Okay, I'm Professor R2 is like a professional seat filler. I'm just kind of like, oh God, is he awake? Message him. It's fine. I'm salty. It's fine. It's fine.
So
I am very much prior to a few
but-
weeks ago. I was literally just the in case of emergency break glass and ask John to show up. Because it's like,
I
mean
feel
that's
you.
even Yeah, that's even how I like managed to get my full-time gigs. Is like I just inherited them because Dobby went missing, and like it's like, well, I guess this guy's been doing it for a few weeks. So hey, you want Dobby's positions? It's like, yeah, I do.
Can we get Tomby a link? Get Tomby on here, man.
Yeah.
Tomby's my boy. He's
I just
fucking
think sometimes
great.
you just need to find a time to have a break from streaming, like maybe have a week off, get whatever you need is done, and then come back later. I'm going to try and do that one day. But I end up coming back, though. I always end up coming back. I can't help it. I enjoy it.
No, I love doing the Earworm show with Lawrence and Liza. It's just such a weird time schedule thing. It just like it fucks up my whole Sunday, and I'm mad because I can't necessarily do it anymore, and I'm gonna have to bow out. But I love the streams. They're great people. We have a great audience. We have great topics. We talk about movies and music, and it's fantastic. But yeah, it's wrecking my life. It's wrecking my life.
Yeah, wow. You just need to just take a little break or just do a bit less. That's it.
Yeah, I think so. It's just that particular schedule. And God bless them. Europe is doing a daylight savings soon, and that's going to shift it an hour, right?
Yeah,
you guys yeah, we love that. We love it, especially in October. The October ones, we really do. We get an extra
Fall
hour
back
sleep.
for life, bro. Fall back for life is for me, man. I love it. And yeah, it's coming up to November 3rd out here where I'm at.
Yeah, I know that we're not going to be streaming much. Ryan Roger thing.
Tommy's working
reality based. He's very adamant that he's like, I'm not fucking with time zone changes and all this like scheduling. Like he's just like, we're not going to be streaming during the time changes. All right, that's I get a couple days off.
Well, I don't know why, but I cannot get Suno to open on my computer. I figured maybe I'll reset my cookies later, but it seems to be working for Tomby, so it's something on my end. I could try it in another browser, but still,
it's not working.
Weird.
Have you tried turning it off and back on again?
It's because you're in Austin. They only want like.
I think that is what I will do. Let's go ahead and.
No, it's not loading. Suno is.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's down in the United States. At least it's not me. All right, that's good. That's all I want to know.
Their servers
working just fine.
Their servers
all right.
A bit buggy.
Okay, well, if as long as even if it's just some of us, that's fine too. As long as it's working, for one other person, not working for one other person. Okay, cool. I'll just check back later. But the point is, Adam, I did make a cool. No, the point is, I made you a cool little old timey song for your intro. It's very on brand with your B-sides intro music, so I think you'll like it. But on that note, let's go ahead and watch this other movie trailer. More werewolves. Here we go.
Apparently, I put the wrong thing into Suno, and now I guess I'm on a list. It said could not generate. It is now under review. It's like, what did I say? I said industrial electronic horror metal just to see what it would give me, and it said no.
How dare you?
You just tapped into the ghost in the machine.
Okay. Well. Yeah.
What's happening?
So wait, who's this guy right here? I guess it doesn't. You got a car crash. That's the trailer. That's how the trailer starts.
Hey, no.
Cool.
No.
You can do it.
What?
That's what you get.
So
just in your pocket.
That's how the guy gets scratched. First of all, he just gets like a little nick. For me, it's like the werewolf is going to kill you. He's going to rip you to shreds. And like once he gets you, the only way to survive is if somebody kills the werewolf while he's attacking you. The idea that you would literally survive a werewolf attack naturally is silly to me. So continuing. Let's.
Whoa. You spot a scratch.
Run.
Oh no, a craggy old man is trying to chase us.
Run into the house from Zombie 5, The Birds.
Hello? Can anyone hear me? Hello?
So the next day.
hello.
Okay, so it's not one night, maybe it's literally 2 days, which is better, but still.
I'm
And
interested.
yes,
definitely.
were in an accident. Daddy, are we gonna die?
No, it's my job to protect you.
And we were attacked.
Oh,
think-
that's not good.
Yes, infected.
Blake. What if someone you loved?
In a world.
Daddy,
It's that time
Yeah.
of the month.
Daddy,
Daddy's having his menzies.
what's wrong?
Became.
What is happening to me?
You're not left-handed, honey. Something else.
He's an Anaguanche, baby.
Yana Galache.
This is absolutely fascinating.
Now, the Invisible Man movie was so dumb. I enjoyed it, but it had
You didn't
problems.
like it?
First of all, it was okay. The problem is you've got Elizabeth Moss. She's a good actress, but the idea that this like shit zillionaire who lives in this like amazing like mansion private compound, he could make invisibility suits, and he's like obsessed with her for some reason. I don't understand.
I'm kind of obsessed with her. Did you like Upgrade?
Upgrade's one of my favorites.
Oh, okay. I don't see it as that totally different.
What I did like about the Invisible Man was the fact that it is like a high grade like camera suit. That was cool. That was like a great reveal, because she's getting tortured. But the idea is like you have a high grade camera suit that turns you invisible effectively, and you choose to A, torture your ex who you're obsessed with, and B, you're obsessed with that woman out of all women. Remember in Hollow Man when he goes out for the hot neighbor for no reason, just because he's like, becoming a monster, but she was hot, like that was kind of the thing.
I like Elizabeth Moss. I mean, she's not freaking Monica Bellucci, but she's lovely.
Yeah, Rana Mitra, that was her name. Yeah, gorgeous. Yeah, I don't know, but the Invisible Man was pretty good. It was. I don't think it has like a rewatchability factor, but it was like that female oppression porn that she stars in with Handmaid's Tale, and it was kind of more of that. Like,
I'm not a fan of the Handmaid's Tale show, but I did like the book back in the day.
Right. All right, continuing. We're almost done with this, and then I think Neb's gonna leave us.
Yeah, it's nearly 9 o'clock, so I'll get shit done.
Motherfucker, it's nearly 3 a.m. where I'm at.
Sounds like a you problem, Enzo.
Yeah, I'll be waking up Meg in 30 minutes and taking her to the airport at 4:30.
And by taking her to the airport, you mean sticking your thumb up her butt.
Now that's the Wolfman.
Hey!
I'm not a fan of this design, really. We did
He just
see
looks
it.
like a crabby old man. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, I like
this. Doesn't grab me at all.
I want a snout. I want the wolf snout. Now those werewolves previously in Werewolves, those were classic. Maybe not the best werewolf suits I've seen, but real, solid design.
Yeah, give me the Company of Wolves or American Werewolf. Yeah.
He thought it was a grumpy old unshaven Lord Toxic, says Nix.
Oh, jeez. I'm not shaving.
Believe it or not, Toxic has more hair than that.
It's basically Ron Perlman. Yeah.
I think they're going for the classic Wolfman of the 1940s or whatever.
No, but I think the best take on that. Yeah, the best take on that was Stan Winston doing the Monster Squad Wolfman. Like that was a great tribute to the original Wolfman, but also kind of updating it a little bit. All the monsters in that were Stan Winston, and they were great like callbacks to the OG Universal monsters. But yeah, this is like you said, man. If you can't, it's like that Godzilla remake. Like once we saw what that thing looked like, we were like, no.
Yeah,
if we see this Wolfman and we're all like, man, it's a no for me, dog. Like I don't think it's the same. Like, I don't know. Even Jack Nicholson in Wolf looked better than this, even though he had effectively like the same look You know, he grew a beard, and had yellow eyes and underbite. You know, that was basically it. But that worked. This, I don't know. This looks stupid. And like I said, I mean, I like this actress, but I just don't really see her vibing in this mother-wife role. Like if she was the aunt, you know, or the older niece, I don't know. I think that would be more on brand.
She still looks bloody 10 though. That's the thing. She's got to be in
Yeah.
what 30s now.
Yeah. I got an ex who looks like her, and she's at the point where like she used to like getting called that you look like her, you know. She's like, oh yeah, I like that Ozark show. Now it's like, I get it. I look like her. Thank you. Please stop saying that to me all the time. It's rude. So I did get to pull up Suno. I did get it working, and here's Adam Gray's new song. Let's hear it.
Oh, good. Well, keep the traffic.
That's just a taste. It's just a taste.
Yeah, I like
No,
it.
I'm in.
Yeah.
digging it.
I thought you like it.
Did you like the AI songs that we played on B-Sides Friday?
Yeah, those are great.
I'm not a huge fan of AI, but that shit makes me laugh hysterically.
No, yeah. A lot of these songs that I pulled up are AI. Like Dark Hour song, it's called Kung Fu Dick. And it's by Vinyl Obscura.
I got that kung fu dick. I'll be swinging that shit. Oh yeah, fuck it. Flip kid with this dick. Get up like a bitch with my kung fu dick. Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah, man. Some good looking bitches there in the background too.
I think I did speed that up though. It's a little slower normally, but yeah, a lot of the music on the intro videos. But I'm gonna start like because I was making like lyrics for everybody, but I realized it's better to just have generic music so that way in case new people show up, I could just pick a random video.
No, you don't have to get so specific. As long as you've got like that Ghana movie poster graphic thing going on. I mean, with the Cobra, fuck yeah, man, I want that.
Raffle indeed.
I know Man on the Internet was not originally intended for me, but it works quite well.
It was something I was doing as a placeholder for you, but it's just become the thing, and
I dig it. Yeah.
I just want this David Lynch portrait of me sitting waiting for more coffee.
I can send it to you for sure.
This is everything, man.
Great. It's your first time on the show though when you get this intro though.
I'm gay. I suck penis every day. Fuck me in the ass until you make me spray. I'm fucking gay. I hope men romantically.
Oh, that's just Twitter.
That's a full 2.5 minute song too, and I didn't make it.
My entire Twitter feed right there.
It's great.
AI is the future.
I have a lot of intro videos. In fact, here's Tomby's video I made for him. And I think this is more Suno music, right?
That's what Yorkshire Gold will do to you.
What's crazy is the leap from version 3 Suno to version 3.5. It's now most of the songs are like 4 minutes long, and dude, I mean, I'm churning out the electronic music. Like if you had a job as a DJ playing like vague, random like synthwave music, you're obsolete. You're gonna be obsolete soon.
Well, I mean, or fully employed in Silicon Valley events.
Oh, right. Yeah. Or you're
They
churning
have-
out music even faster than ever, thanks to the
Right.
AI.
those people don't give a fuck what they're listening to or what they're looking at. They have no idea.
We just want party atmosphere. We just want party music. We don't care.
Well, I'm going to bow out right now. And yeah, thanks for having me on, Stu Penzel. Nice to meet you, F. Benzo. And yeah, take it easy, Adam Gray. And do the Chris. Try and
Cheers,
do
Luke.
another rewatch.
Safe travels. Have a wonderful week going forward, man.
Hell
You too,
yeah.
man.
Nice to see you.
Take care, everyone.
Always. Blessing us with his early morning appearance. He's like, he gets up at like 7 a.m, goes out jogging every day.
Well, better him than me.
Right. I'm like Trump, man. Trump hasn't exercised ever. He brags about it. I never exercise. I'm fat and I'm 70 something years old. It's like good for him, Now, granted,
Well,
he's
he's
never smoked or drank or done drugs or anything, so that probably helps.
And so you were so much better than Trump.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not as fat as him. I mean, he's a big fat guy.
No,
for
it's
sure.
not about being fat. It's about,
I'm definitely more active than him, but at the same time, I feel like there is something about that. Like a lot of these people that live to be 90, 100 years old, they're like, I never work out.
Yeah,
I never
look at
exercise.
George Burns, or
Yeah.
Groucho, or they all smoked cigars and
Yeah,
drank
we were
martinis.
watching Orson Welles, and I mean, he didn't live super
Yes.
old, but he got super fat and was smoking and drinking. Oh, he had a life.
And he was belligerent. Like from the
He
age
got
of
drunk.
30 on, he was just an obnoxious asshole.
Yeah.
Well,
You know,
the
I
tobacco back then didn't have all the weird shit in it,
Is that what it is?
I think that's what it is, myself
Okay.
personally. Yeah. I think
Yeah,
it's the
yeah, yeah.
chemicals and
Well, I'm gonna smoke anyways.
Yeah,
I mean,
smoke
I'll
if you
still get
got
like some organic tobacco from time to time. I don't do it all the time like I used to, but every once in a while, yeah.
Let's see. There's one more thing I wanted to talk about. Anybody else want to talk about anything? Anything they read or they thought was interesting or anything? I don't care.
Entertainment sucks.
I'm starting to
Silent
notice
Hill 2
that.
remake is good.
Okay.
Watch the classics, kids. Watch the classics. Go back.
Now, back before like what year? What are you saying?
Anything, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Star Wars, but anything pre-77 is worth a watch for sure.
Awesome.
For sure. I love black and white movies. I just love the aesthetic of black and white movies, and I love the pacing and the banter and the dialogue of classic movies. Last night, Babs and I watched like 3 Peter Cushing movies in a row. One of them was a Hammer film that was in color, whatever, but it's so fucking entertaining. Like, why would you watch Disney Plus or some other crap like that when you could sit there and geek out to Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing, like, having a dick off? It's amazing.
Yeah, old Perry Mason episodes are great.
Yeah.
Black and white is where it's at most of the time. Yeah,
It's so much better than what's being put out now. It's like not even a contest.
Yeah, beginning to the end is a perfect movie.
Something I heard that was pretty cool was like, did Enjo just assume you gents can read? Yeah, I mean, I assume most of you can.
I'm sorry.
One of
I'm
the things that's
concerned that
awesome.
he said that the beginning of the end was a good movie, that he agreed with me.
No, it is. It absolutely is.
Is that the one with
fucking isn't?
Is that the one with the
Yes,
killer
it is.
grasshoppers? The giant grasshoppers?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a
Peter
fun one.
Graves.
He's
That's
going to
definitely-
the. He's going to the.
That's one of the more solid early Mystery Science Theater episodes.
Tell me with a straight face that movie is not better than fucking The Acolyte or some crap or Velma.
yeah.
I'm
Totally.
sorry. I'm sorry. You're telling me to compare crap to crap.
No, this
No.
is vintage crap.
One of them
and
just so
that's-
happens to have Peter Graves in it.
And no, this is classy crap.
I wouldn't mind a remake of the giant grasshopper movie. That sounds scary,
Hell yeah.
It's something you don't think is going to be scary. You're like giant grasshoppers, but then you're like, giant grasshoppers. Shit.
I mean, I wasn't scared exactly, but I was.
It reminds me of that joke in Party Down where he's got the script about the giant bird, and he's like, "Dude, it's not scary, bro." He's like, "Yes, it is, dude. It's a giant bird, prehistoric bird." And he goes up to Jane Lynch. He's like, "Hey, how big does a bird have to be before it's scary?" He's like, "I don't know, 20, 30 feet tall." And Roman's like, "What? No, this is a 10-foot tall bird. It's horrifying, man. It'll kill you."
Are you trying to tell me that soup is a biped?
Yeah. Yeah, giant kill.
Quetzalcoatl. There's
Yeah,
a great 70s movie. There you go.
Hugh the Winged
Yeah.
Serpent. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun one. Yeah, I mean that's the one you should remake for sure. And speaking of remakes, this is
And I will.
making some news. They are remaking
Oh, fuck
American
off.
Psycho.
Eat shit, die in a fire. Fuck you.
Now here's something that's interesting though, is like I hear this instantly and everyone's poo-pooing it. And I understand why. They're probably going to do the shit on your heroes. Like you're not supposed to like Patrick Bateman.
Yeah, of course. Of course they are.
Make it embarrassing to like Patrick Bateman, especially given this director's track record. He's the guy who made Call Me by Your Name and Challengers, and this upcoming movie called Queer.
Challengers.
That's not boding well. But I thought it'd be interesting and dare I say amazing if this guy literally just remade the book, an accurate, like totally like all the scenes that were too hot for the movie originally are in the movie, this new one.
That's a lot of ifs, bro.
That wouldn't I doubt it would happen, but I'm just, that would be cool if that is what happened. If you got the infamous rat and cheese scene from the book.
Hollywood's never let us down. So
yeah. For those of you who don't know, there's a scene in the book that wasn't in the movies where Patrick Bateman, he has his hookers. First of all, the book's crazy. There's like a whole chapter, like it'll be a book about, what he's doing. And then a chapter will just be about Huey Lewis, a whole chapter about Huey Lewis. And then a whole chapter about Whitney Houston peppered in between. It reads like the rantings of a serial killer, of a crazy person. It's amazing. But there is a great scene. Nick says, remake of American Psycho. Is that just filming a blue hair whale posting on Twitter? Why film it? Yeah, I don't know. The movie, is directed by a woman. It does leave some to be desired in terms of, having the plot kind of make sense. And it's open to interpretation, which is why I love it so much. And yeah, it's not nearly as raunchy and crazy as the book. In the book, there's a scene where, like in the movie, he pulls up, he opens a drawer where the prostitutes are there, and he's like, "We're not finished yet." And he opens the drawer, and it's full of like rusty scalpels and picks and stuff. And it just kind of cuts to them leaving all bruised up and scratched up and getting paid a bunch of money, and they're all, like obviously traumatized. That was a good way to film it. In the book, they have a specific scene where he opens one of his dresser drawers, and inside of it is a starving rat in a cage. And he pulls this cage out, and he takes a piece of cheese and he puts it inside the woman while she's tied up to the bed. And then he lets the rat eat the cheese out of her, which is insane. And it's like, you see that, you're like, okay, I understand why that wasn't in the movie. This is another thing that apparently should have been in the movie. And I haven't read this. I don't know what this is going to say. But it says, the door is shut, and instinctively I turn and say hello. It's the actor Tom Cruise, who lives in the penthouse. And as a courtesy, without asking him, I press the PH button, and he nods, thank you, and keeps his eyes fixed on the numbers lighting up above the door in rapid succession. He is much shorter in person, and he's wearing the same pair of black Wayfarers I have on. He's dressed in blue jeans, a white t-shirt, and an Armani jacket. To break the noticeably uncomfortable silence, I clear my throat and say, I thought you were very fine in Bartender. I thought it was quite good movie. And Top Gun, too. I really thought that was good. He looked away from the numbers and straight at me. It was called Cocktail, he says softly. Pardon, I say, confused. He clears his throat and says, Cocktail? Not Bartender. The film was called Cocktail. A long pause follows. Just the sound of cables moving up the elevator higher into the building competes with the silence, obvious and heavy between us. Oh, yeah, right, I say, as if the title just dawned on me. Cocktail. Oh, yeah, that's right, I say. Great. Bateman, what are you thinking about? I shake my head as if to clear it, and then to patch things up, hold out my hand. Hi, Pat Bateman. Cruise tentatively shakes it. So I go, you like living in this building? Okay, so that's the scene. Encountering Tom Cruise. I get it. Nothing wowing me at the end of there. I guess there's a reason why I should read these articles before I share them. But yeah, there's
the Eclectic Goat has a fabulous new series called The Book is Better.
Yeah. Did she do American Psycho?
Sure, absolutely. I haven't read it, but it's a wonderful basis for a show.
No, but did
I
she
used
do American Psycho, or you're suggesting she should do it?
No, it's new. Her show is new, so she has not done American Psycho.
That's what I thought. I feel like I would have noticed that because I do watch her videos, and I'm like, wait, she did do that? Okay, good. I would have been worried if it's
Just shouting out the goat.
Yeah,
shout
she's
out to the
part of
goat, man.
What did
She's
you
part
call
of the
me?
Discord these days now too.
All right, let's read some differences between the book and the film. There's a lot of black comedy in American Psycho, obviously. Both were excellent. Let's look at some lists here. Top 10 differences between the book. Bateman's admission about his sanity. After commuting a number of murders, Bateman comes to the realization that he indeed does have a mental problem. In the book, he calls an escort to his apartment, and while she is leaving, he confesses to her how he thinks he is losing his mind. In the movie, the same conversation happens, only that escort is replaced with Bateman's secretary, Jean. Okay. Homophobia. Oh, okay. In the book, version of Bateman is extremely homophobic. Through his thoughts, he constantly criticizes gay people, and on one occasion, he brutally murders an old gay man when he tries to hit on him at Central Park. As if that's not enough, he goes ahead and strangles the man's dog to death, too. Wow. That's crazy.
Obsession things, you know.
The obsession with musicians. Now, like I said, I already alluded to this. There's whole chapters dedicated to the, musicians that he brings up. Which is awesome.
Well, Huey Lewis is a perfect hinge to put Psychosis on. I mean, you could not pick a more perfect, superfluous, vacuous pop music.
I want a new drug.
Dude, that monologue is so great. He's like, they really, their greatest song is this, Hip to Be Square. A song so catchy, most people don't even listen to the lyrics, but they should, because not only is it a song about conformity and the pleasure of having trends, it's also a personal statement about the band itself. Hey, Paul, and he throws an axe in his face. Try getting a Dorkside. Try getting a reservation at Dorkside now, you stupid fucking bastard. It's so amazing. And yeah, it's one of those scenes, man. It's just up there with like great scenes. Hey, what's up?
So
Bateman?
why remake this? Why?
Well, there's two ways. There's two reasons to do it. Either make it extremely accurate to the book, or just shit all over the legacy and make Bateman a whiny pussy boy. I don't know. There's two theories here. Make Bateman gay.
I'm pretty sure that's what they're going to go for, though, is the shitting route, because I mean, there was like direct to video sequels.
American Psycho 2 with what's her name? Yeah. 70s girl, 70s show.
Not canon. I
never saw American Psycho 2.
Just make Bateman a big black lesbian and Concord it up.
Yeah. Here's some other good differences. The murder of a young boy. Bateman's violence knows no limit in the novel. During a visit to the zoo, he slices a little boy's neck. At the moment, he enjoys it, but he later voices his regret. He criticizes himself for killing the boy since children have no mistakes to pay for. After that instance, he vows to never commit such an act again. Wow. Bateman's watch. In both the movie and the book, Bateman is very sensitive about his watch. The watch is described as a Rolex, date just 16013. Like musicians, Bateman is more obsessed with his watch than in the book than the movie. In fact, he mentions it a total of 26 times. But a problem emerged from this. Apparently, the manufacturer of Rolex watches wasn't happy about the heavy product placement in such a controversial book, and the company thus barred the producers from including the watch in the movie. Consequently, a scene where Bateman tells two prostitutes, "Don't touch the Rolex," in the novel was changed to "Don't touch the watch." Interesting.
Boo.
Total number of murders. A total number of 23 victims can be counted in the movie. However, a scene where Bateman's secretary shows up as he's reading a notebook shows more victims listed. In the book, he kills more than 50 people within a short period of time before the story reaches conclusion. Wow. The reason for Bateman's action. Okay, the beauty of the novel is that Bateman gives a reason for everything he has done or he is about to do. Before he murders someone, he gives a detailed explanation ranging from the person's habits to their beliefs. Of course, none of this is explained or justified in the in the movie. I got you. Okay, that's cool.
All right, hear me out. Bateman meets Frankenhooker. Just hear me out.
Yeah. You got to have Bateman squaring off with another depraved serial killer.
Like Dexter?
And some greasy pimps.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be good. To me, man, there's only one remake of American Psycho will allow, and it's definitely the Funny or Die sketch. I mean, I don't know if I can get away with showing the whole thing. But
Funny or Die
they
is
don't even
not
exist as
bad
a
on
website
copyright.
anymore, so yeah.
They're okay on copyright. Can't hear it though.
My bad. Thank you.
No audio.
We released this, The Uncut. I think it's an undisputed masterpiece. A movie so entertaining, most people probably don't listen to the message.
Most people probably don't listen to the lyrics.
But they should, because it's not just a great character study, but a sardonic metaphor for 1980s greed and materialism. Hey, Al! Ah! Try parodying one of my songs now, you stupid bastard.
I want a new duck. Yeah.
You suppose he cuts pie with that axe?
Has anyone seen the Daniel Radcliffe Weird Al movie yet? I haven't seen it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was okay. It's fun.
Okay?
It's great because like there's so many crazy shit that obviously never happened. Like it's wild. But what's funny is there is actual true stuff in the movie, and that stuff seems just as unbelievable as the stuff that isn't true, obviously. Like I mean, the plot points of the movie are like, Weird Al, you're such a hit that Madonna's doing a parody of one of your songs called Like a Virgin, like that's kind of like the universe of the movie. It's bizarre.
I want to watch it.
Dudicus is going to Sleal, he's saying in the private chat.
I'm barely awake. I need to Sleal.
Yeah. Well, if there's only 3 of us going to play some Quick Lash, we could do a murder party. That's a fun game that we don't need 8 people for. And we'll probably just play a couple games, play a round or 2. But bye, Dudicus. Bye, Dudicus. It was good hanging with you.
Later, dude.
Yeah.
As far as other shit going on, I guess tomorrow night I will be streaming after MMM, doing more of the Halloween reaction stuff. I think we're gonna watch a whole movie. And it's a bad made-for-TV movie special.
Is it Hallmark?
It is not Hallmark. Hallmark is pretty lame. What I was gonna watch was
you love Hallmark.
I do.
Don't down.
I watched a Hallmark knockoff. It wasn't Hallmark, but it was one of the knockoff Hallmark brands, and it was called Romance on the Ranch. And it was about a woman who quit her job, and she's like living in a van in a camper, and she's driving out to LA or somewhere in California to get a new job. And her car breaks down in the middle of the prairie, and she stays on some kindly fellow's ranch, handsome older man with a daughter. And he's got a younger hot brother who's a little more rambunctious. And there's a battle of romances. Who's going to win the girl's heart?
Oh, God. I want to juice her apples.
It was fun. It was fun.
Yeah. All right.
Romance on the Ranch. And then, what else? There was another one I watched. It was, I was going to say the list of movies I have yet to watch this year for horror. I've watched pretty much every other one. Oh, I also watched the Casa Bonita Mia Moore documentary by Trey Parker. It was pretty good.
That I want to see.
It was actually just like a really good episode of Kitchen Nightmares is basically what it was. It wasn't anything super special. Imagine Kitchen Nightmares, but with Trey Parker making jokes the whole time. So it's definitely worth a watch.
Just setting money on fire, which I kind of appreciate.
$40 million they spent renovating that place to get it open.
Might as well.
But that's kind of what I liked about it, and the message that it was, that I was interpreting, and it kind of reminded me of ourselves, our little YouTube circle. Like, it's not about making money. It's not about making your investment back. It's about preserving cultural touchstone that
landmark,
these
yeah.
people grew up with as children. You know, these children loved it, and this is kind of like how we feel about like these franchises that are all bastardized. Like, how awesome would it be if you were gifted, you know, hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars, and you were able to like rescue like one of these franchises you love so much, and even if you didn't make any money, it would
I've
still be
definitely
worth it.
wasted my life on public domain movies for the past 5 years. So
Yeah.
I can relate.
So as far as horror movies I've yet to watch from this year, and most of these are bad, which is why I saved them for last.
Have
but
either of
we've
you
got-
ever been to Casa Bonita in your life?
Never. No.
Never? Oh, I have, because I'm from the Midwest. Oh yeah, and so like
So when did you go? When did you go? How old were you?
Oh,
and what were the what was it like?
I had to be like I think it was younger than 10. So like it's one of those core memories, like, you know, like watching people do the cliff diving, going down.
So you
to,
went during
you
like
know,
the heyday, kind of.
yeah,
a little
back
after
in the
the heyday.
1980s. Yeah, dude, it was I mean it's like I say, it's a core memory. I'll know it forever. Yeah.
I need more information. Where in the Midwest was this?
Oh well, Casa Bonita is in Colorado.
It's in Denver or near Denver.
Near or right around. Yeah, I think it's like on the outskirts, maybe. Exactly. I was a young kid, so I can't remember exactly like in Colorado where it was, but I know we went there specifically because it was just
a gigantic Mexican restaurant that seats hundreds and hundreds of people and has basically an amusement park built inside of it. It was insane looking.
That's fantastic.
And you're going down to like these catacombs, like when it first begins, like, and so like it's just like this whole kind of like experience that you just and it's just like, I mean, it's amazing.
So
Especially
one
when you're,
thing
like,
that everyone talked about was like the food left something to be desired, but other than that, it's kind of like Hooters. Like Hooters, the food's not great, but you don't really go for
very
the food.
middle America sort of standard, which is we can seat you in a pretty place, and we can seat you in this tiki lodge, but you're going to eat garbage.
The problem is, you know,
sweet and sour
Colorado is not a
bullshit.
stranger to Mexican food, and
sure.
you know, so you got a lot of competition, and Mexican food's not hard to do well.
No.
I would love to go to like if I moved to a place where there isn't good Mexican food, I would open up a fucking taco stand and bank.
Well, that's
seriously.
Babs and I. That's our retirement dream, is to move to Okinawa and open up a Mexican restaurant, little hole in the wall place, where we can serve the Marines, you know, a little taste of home.
Right. Are you also going to play movies in the background on like a TV somewhere?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll have a real film projector going with 16 millimeter Charlie Chans.
Rad.
But
I mean,
yeah, I think if you could bring like legit, like street level, tasty Mexican food to the service guys over in Okinawa,
totally,
you could retire well with that. And
as long as you can make the good Spanish rice and good beans and a good salsa, like that's the main
dried
thing.
beans are cheap to get shipped over. You know,
Also,
you
making your own tortillas from scratch is also really cheap and easy. And
well, the key, you need to make your own tortillas for one, and the other thing is you need to have like a rooftop or a patio garden to get fresh tomatoes and peppers.
Yeah.
That's not hard.
Grow your own onions, make your own pico de gallo.
Yeah, that's our dream.
Yeah, dude, that's a fantastic dream.
See, I was thinking just going somewhere like, you know, I don't know, fucking like New Jersey or, you know, New York or somewhere that doesn't have the best. I mean, they've got a different style of Mexican food.
They don't want you there.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
the
I don't want
problem.
to go there either.
They're not nice people.
No, that too. Yeah, I mean, go somewhere in the Midwest, maybe. I mean, like Lord Toxic. Like, what is the Kansas Mexican food? It's Dudicus and Toxic both left, but it's like I don't think, you know, I think their idea of Mexican food isn't the same as what my idea of Mexican food is. I feel like I could go, you know, just make some carne asada for some people and just blow their minds. Breakfast
Yeah,
tacos.
no, I'm
That's
like
another thing.
I'm a state removed from Kansas, so but like they have like you know, Lexington here in Nebraska is actually like a fairly like they used to affectionately be called Mexington. I don't know if people still do that. I imagine they probably do. But
Mexington.
But there's like because like there's you know a meat processing plant there, and so like they hired a lot of people that, you know, were like low wage workers, obviously, as you do. and so like because of that, there's actually like fairly decent like even here in the town that I live in, there's a small family owned thing that's kind of like taken over, and like it started from people being outside the football stadium on game days in Lincoln, that slowly but surely like it turned into a like they were selling burritos from like their window basically at their local house, and then it became and then it became and then it became like a taco truck, and that taco truck became like this family owned business that's like kind of like going across the state town to town.
I live just north of San Diego, and this bullshit town doesn't even have good Mexican food. Like, we have Mexicans, that's not the problem. But
Right.
the food here is garbage.
Not
It's
good.
absolutely garbage, and it
Yeah.
blows my mind.
This is what I should do. Go to Transylvania and hang out with Nick's and open up a Mexican food place there. There you
Yeah,
go.
Nick, hook us up, man. I'll make tamales. No problem.
All right. Well, Adam and John, there is a little message for you guys in the private chat.
Oh, what
because I guess it's time.
I want to play a game. I want to play a game. I want to play a game.
We jackboxing then.
Yeah, Jackbox.tv. We're going to be
need-
playing Murder Party though, and I don't know.
Let me get a drink.
Yeah, and I don't think Murder Party is going to work with the chat because the delay is not good for a trivia game where you got to be quick with your answers. So I mean, maybe we'll play one round of Murder Party, and then if you guys in the chat want to join us for Quiplash, I think it's just Nick's here and who else? I mean, we got like 7 or 8 people watching, but if I can get a couple people sounding off that they join, like more than just Nick's, because I mean, Quiplash is not great with 3 or 4 players. It's
Right. And without Sammy and Gord King, it does kind of lose.
Quiplash is great with a full house. Murder Party is fun with 3 people, or 2 people even. So I guess we'll just play around to that. I am going to need to wake up Megan in about 2 minutes. So before we actually start doing that, I will play.
You should take care of that.
No, I'm going to let her sleep her 2 extra minutes though. But we'll vamp for a bit longer. I mean, if someone wants to join, I don't see why not. You can't, but just be warned, you're probably going to lose.
Come on, Nix.
You'll have to just keep an eye on your device and kind of ignore what's going on in this stream, kind of, if you want to try to actually win. But if you guys are down, the code is right here, ADQD, and I guess I'm going to play. Play a quick little video because I'm going to go wake up Megan. I'll be right back. And I know Adam saw this video recently and he liked it, so I'm going to play it again for him.
Oh god.
Here we go. the four of us play a quick round and maybe call it a night after that. I don't know. But here we go. Murder party. Let's have
Whatever
some
you
fun.
want, boss. Whatever you want. Oh.
Now this is one where I can skip the intro. Yay! Right? Skip. Why can't I skip it? Oh,
Look
God.
at that guy.
Maybe it's because I've never seen.
Oh, it's fine. It's content. Oh, there I am.
All right. Let's see here. It's a good-looking toddler. Ew. What's up with the wall outlet? Yeah, exactly. It's technical difficulties. The baby
No,
has
it's a nice
unplugged the
baby.
TV.
No, it's a nice baby.
No sound. Okay. We don't need sound for that. You do need sound now. So here we go.
Hotel. Let's not
There
waste
we
any
go.
time.
Now
First
keep an
question.
eye on your device because there's a delay.
Who's Christian Bale's stepmother?
Oh, Christian Bale's
Keep an eye on
stepmother.
your mom's device.
Device to answer the question.
Oh, Jesus.
Gloria
Oh,
Steinem.
right.
Damn.
No
Nobody
way.
got that right.
Really?
Yeah. Wow.
I thought it was Julie Andrews.
Time.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
put too.
Me too.
Wow.
Doom service. Room 113.
Oh no, this is my least favorite of the games.
Oh,
I
good.
hate this one.
Get a message to you. Write down as much of what I say as you can.
If you're like
player
Emperor
who writes
Goodwin
the
with
fewest
clackety clack on your
words
keyboard, you're
will
probably gonna do all
die.
right.
No, I can't do this. No, I'm gonna
Yeah.
die.
Right what he
I'm
says.
checking on a phone here. This is gonna be fun.
Dear self-help seminar. I know that I already paid in full, but I figured out how to help myself and am now looking to get a refund. I should not have registered so quickly, but I could not help myself. It is ironic if you think about it. Time's up. What's the result?
Okay, I'm done.
Whoa.
I got nothing.
That wasn't even
Seriously.
close, guys. Come on.
I mean,
Fuck
if I
this.
down a flight of stairs, I'd still.
I'm not a stenographer.
It's okay. Like I said, that's my least favorite of the things.
Yeah. I'll lose those points. I'm not even.
Somebody
yeah,
wake up Goodwin.
Typing on glass is not my thing. With like
No.
typing. Yeah, no.
No, me neither. And my haptic feedback is broken. Like I don't get a little buzz when I tap on the
Right.
phone, and it's fucked.
Cool,
Yeah, the delay killed Nix. Yeah, for sure. Like I said, it's rough with this game with the delay.
You win, Nix.
Let's try another one.
So yeah, just keep an eye on your device. Like I said.
Which of the following is not traditionally in white chocolate?
Oh God. Ooh.
All right. Yeah, I think that's yes.
Who picked?
Cocoa
Yes.
nibs.
I did.
We all
I
know
saw
our
that.
chocolate.
That's right.
It's
Let's
not
keep
real
it.
chocolate. It's frosting.
Since cyanide smells like almonds, I can easily hide it in.
Jay Goodwin.
Easy.
Who picked?
Marzipan.
I like marzipan actually.
Same.
You. Time for consequences.
Oh no.
Welcome to room 227.
Your mom's in room 2.
Yay,
Try to save
password.
yourself with a password. Enter a real 4-letter word with your device. Make it hard to guess. If your password gets cracked, you die.
So it's our job to guess Nix's password.
Now everyone else will try to
I don't
crack
have
the
an
password.
interface.
That's the password
It's coming
on
up.
your device.
It's coming up.
You get a clue if your guess has a letter in the right spot.
So we're going to communicate with each other about what letters are allowed and
Anyone
what,
figures out the password.
Okay. All right.
you know.
Is it maybe cunt?
Well, fuck comes to mind, but it's not Nix's style. I'm gonna say
Damn.
Bella.
I'm not getting any letters so far. What? Anybody getting any letters? Okay.
I do. I have enter the 4-letter word prompt on my thing.
No, I mean, yeah, but have you gotten any letters that you know are correct yet?
Oh no. I mean,
Wow, you might have won this one, Nix.
About puss. No.
How did I get no letters right? Funk.
Nothing.
Okay.
I got
Funk.
nothing.
Yeah, you did real good with that one, Nix.
He made
I
up
didn't
some
get
bullshit Romanian word that isn't real.
funk.
Weird that no matter how hard we try, we all eventually turn.
I mean, I should have had the N. I put in cunt. That's it.
Yeah, you should have gotten the U, the C. Oh, it wouldn't have accepted that word because it's a curse word, probably.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Maybe.
not fair.
I don't know. I think you can write up curse words.
Scotland, what's a law?
Oh, this is easy.
Please.
What? This game's usually a lot harder.
These questions are either insanely easy or insanely impossible.
Yeah, and oddly enough, I learned this answer when I was young, watching High Spirits.
I learned it from the police synchronicity.
The Loch Ness monster lives in Lake Ness. You just deduce it. Rules.
Easy.
Fuck
Follow
off.
as many you can before time runs out.
What?
Everyone else is playing too.
No.
If any of them correctly follow more rules than you, I will kill you.
Okay, it's like high school.
You're already on your device.
All right, here you go.
No.
I'm frozen.
Yeah, I got
you.
Too. What?
This is so much better.
Oh, it's multiple answers. Okay. Okay. All right. Don't. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay.
I beat you, Nix. You're dead.
Sorry, but rules are rules.
Misclicked. Yeah.
Retreaded that game. There's no middle ground here. It's either stupidly easy or impossible.
Right. He's not a vampire anymore. He got staked.
We're coming to get you, Nix.
Okay.
Here, the final round is close. Next question. Where is Amsterdam not?
What? Really?
I got it. Again, another easy one. Damn it.
Jesus fuck.
Who picked this?
I did.
Only a ghost got it wrong. Oh, crap.
I'm still alive, baby. Hell yeah.
Let's keep moving.
My ghost and I got it right.
And Cards Against Humanity cards.
Oh, I know this one.
Oh, fuck.
I think I do.
Fuck. Ooh.
I'm a graphic designer. I should know this.
Yeah, you should.
There's a documentary about it.
Yep. Okay. Obviously.
We all got it.
Nice.
We all need to be taught a lesson. Room 420.
Woo!
All right, you guys pick poison that goes into chalice, and I pick the one that hopefully isn't poisoned.
Now it's your turn to play.
Next, it's a fairly funny card game.
Let's see what you drink.
That's not the
Well,
code of the carpenter.
now it's like super
Yes.
woke and shit, and like there's a whole bunch of things they won't even use anymore.
Cherry flavor.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones style, the
It's
cheapest cup.
appreciated.
Saved my life.
Only one of you is still alive.
Oh shit!
You know what that means.
It's time for final game. Okay, cool.
It's time for Paul Lind.
You've made it so far, but can you escape?
All right, it all comes down to this final match.
Oh hey, here I'm in my wheelhouse now.
And then press submit.
You can pick more than one answer, by the way.
Let's see the right answers.
Oh, that was a gimme.
Yeah.
Now, since I'm alive, I have one question I can't answer, or one answer I can't pick.
Oh, fuck Harry Potter.
Oh,
Time is almost up.
I don't know. Glinda Good South. That sounds like a porn name.
Is Megan awake?
Yeah.
Nothing to do with porn.
I think so.
States in India.
Yes.
They have states over there?
Yeah.
States of depression.
Ooh.
Stripes.
Oh. Interesting.
Kind of a gimme.
There's usually only one answer. That's weird.
Don't fall behind.
No one's falling behind.
Eat it, Schmitty.
Dark.
What's Cards Against Humanity? Nyx. Oh, we'll have to play that soon. Wrestlers.
From Netflix's Glow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Don't know.
I never watched Glow, so it's a total guess.
Yeah, I had no idea.
You guys are
That goes to
tailing
slow
up.
your life force.
Not a wrestling fan.
Necktie knots.
Oh.
Yay! All right.
Kelvin Knott is a real. Okay. All right. Well,
Not so fast.
well fuck you, Schmitty.
You'll need a perfect answer to this question.
Oh
And that
boy.
includes the third answer choice now, too.
Oh shit. I didn't realize I could vote on the third one. I might have, let's see. Boo.
Never heard of Oscar.
Right answers to escape.
All right. Here we go. This is in it to win it.
The next question.
Yeah, all right.
Yay!
Star Trek Captain.
Yeah.
Oh. Popped it right at the end.
Shitty question.
I heard you.
Boom. Hooray.
Hooray, Adam, you won.
Yeah, the ghost is the only one that lived.
Yeah,
Well, that was
dead
good.
guy made it somehow.
Now, I know you guys like the Quiplash, but I don't think we're going to have any time. I'm going to help Megan pack up the car and take her to the airport. And I'll see you guys tomorrow after MMM around 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. That'll be fun.
It's a nice way to start the day, for myself.
Right. I probably won't go to
I'm
bed
just
till
happy to be here.
I probably won't go to bed till like 7 in the morning, if I'm going to be real. All right. And yeah, Cards Against Humanity. I mean, if you like Quiplash, you'd like Cards Against Humanity. It's like Cards Against Humanity is like Quiplash, but with multiple choice. Great
it's good for
stream.
old,
Thanks, Nyx. Thanks
old
for
deck.
sticking it out the whole time. And thanks to John and Adam. You guys, Adam, I'm assuming you got B-sides on Friday. And
Yeah, nothing till Friday. B-side 6 p.m. Pacific time. We're gonna watch a fantastic old horror movie, and Black Lives will be there. And yeah, and so will the lady from Dynasty.
And what about you, Johnny boy?
Oh, you know me. I got my normal schedule, so I'm doing shit every day of the week except for tomorrow and and then on Wednesday I am actually doing something. I'm doing reality based with Ryan Roger Thay to do Rising Stars. So Monday, tomorrow's my only day off, so I might actually try to make some YouTube VOD stuff since I haven't done that in like 2 months.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out in this late night kind of impromptu stream, even though it's happened at the same time it usually does. But we'll see you guys.
Enzo, thank you.
Of course, man. And I am going to bounce after this, so don't bother hanging out in the back room.
Yep.
And we'll see you guys later. And
See you,
thanks for
John.
hanging out. And
Safe travels ahead.
Of course, great
Cheers,
seeing you.
everybody.
And of course, like I said, I am going to be in San Antonio on Wednesday for the meetup. If any of you guys are going to be there, I know these two gentlemen probably won't. But anyone in the chat,
Yeah, unfortunately, if I could get down to Texas easily, I would totally do it.
well, I'll be sure to report back and let you all know how it is, assuming I go. All right. So I'll see y'all later, guys. Take it easy.
Good night.